That's now. Look it up. Okay, it says that we're live now. So, you got Scott Zilla, you got Richie from Dryptomaniacs, and you got Jack from what Epic RC?
Yeah, Epic RC videos. I'm actually logged into that now.
Oh, okay. You got Jack from
turn this one down.
Epic RC? Well, at least we know it's working.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been trying to keep an eye on chat because it's so easy to start jabbering and not pay attention.
Oh yeah, I got the second thing going, but we were just talking about. You guys want
Ramstein?
Yeah, Ramstein.
Good old Ramstein, Steve-O.
Yeah, sir.
No,
I love that. I love that beginning, that firefight song in the beginning of Triple X.
Yeah, look, it's I did I think covers I did was Engel. I did Itch Wheel, which is an awesome song. And I did Do Hast. I did someone's got their YouTube on. So anyway, sorry, and so as time went on, bang, next thing you know, I got copyrighted. After the copyrights on the songs, I ended up finding out that, well, when I saw, they blocked all them songs in each country around the world. It was completely blocked, so no one could see. So what I did was, instead of, I had to take them down because it was just useless sitting there. So they were blocked all over the world. So what I did was I took them down. I still had them on my computer, but then what I did was I uploaded them to other social media because no one could see anything on YouTube. So this copyrights thing, once they bring it in, a lot of people are going to get. I mean, there's been so much changes over the years on YouTube. Some of you know, some of you don't know, but they're completely just destroying YouTube. Their policies are getting more strict. And then when they bring in this copyright thing, there's going to be a lot of disgruntled people, I'll tell you right now. And I'll tell you now, even big channels, I've seen a couple of huge channels recently, their YouTube channels were also didn't comply with their policies. So don't worry about the numbers, right? They also were the same sort of situation where, because these guys made videos, but because they're upset. So once they bring in these laws, there's going to be, millions of people are going to be upset, disgruntled, you name it. It's just going to send everything up,
Yeah, one of the things that was cited as an example of that Article 13 in Facebook, when they quote a news article, say from like the Times newspaper, and it puts like a little like synopsis up there, a segment of it. What people are doing is reading that on Facebook, the brief bit of the news, but not clicking through, say, to the newspaper, to the link itself. So the argument is that the original creator of that content, of that news, is feeling no benefit from it when it's been syndicated out. That's the kind of thing that it started to, or was it intended to kind of start addressing. So, like, if you put a song up on Facebook, say, and it allowed you to preview the first 30 seconds of it, then you'd be like really annoyed if nobody was clicking through to your website to see the rest of the song, to hear the rest of the song. That's what it was. That's what it originally stemmed from, I think.
Yeah. Also, Facebook, what they did, because I had a couple of guys, they do conspiracy theory videos, and they're big channels. They were getting their videos on Facebook knocked off as well. Once they uploaded them to Facebook, Facebook took them down. Same as YouTube, because they're getting rid of all the truth channels, the so-called truth channels, not the shills, the truth channels.
So let me do this real quick. Let me give a shout out to all the people that have made it in tonight. We got Honey Lulu, James Swift, Lutheran RC Studios, Zach, Kane Sample, RC Drone, Primal Venom, Whiplash RC, Carnage and Crawling RC, Force Time RC, RC Crazy, and Kelly Paulson, Quick Draw RC, King RC, and I think we got everybody so far. And Flynn's just jumped in. So I hope everybody had a great Christmas. Happy holidays. New Year's is coming. Anybody got any New Year's plans? Parties or what? Where's the party at? Where's my invite? Come on.
No, I'm off to Vegas for my birthday next week. So.
Oh, happy birthday. What are you turning?
On the 4th. Yeah, yeah. Too old is what I'm turning.
Turning too old?
It's actually I just says I'm not I know I'm not missed on live streams, but sorry, well, I don't start sucking Axio. Everyone misses everyone.
I kind of figured it out. We've been on Hangouts for I don't know, an hour before I actually broadcasted us. But yeah, hey Rich, you got any of your stickers available that you can show?
Guys, I have my stickers are finally, or yours truly finally got around to ordering some, and they came the other day.
Nice.
So anybody wants a sticker, then do contact me by the Drifter Maniacs Facebook page is the best way to get in contact with me rather than you putting your email on YouTube. So anybody wants one, then do get in touch with me via that.
Oh, stickers, man.
Yeah.
Where'd you get those done at?
Oh.
Where'd you get the stickers made at?
Print Place.
Print Place?
Yeah. Yeah, they seem really reasonable for what they were. So yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
Hold that up there again so we can see it a little better.
Yeah, and yours, yeah, I've got yours, JD's and Shen's are already in the post.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of like that little concept I was working on, huh?
Yeah, well, I had somebody do that for me on that Fiverr.com.
Okay.
Well, on there to redo all the logo for me, but I asked her to do it originally. I said, "Can you make it sharp enough so I can get it printed on like T-shirts, mugs, and stickers?" And she said, "Yeah, sure." And then I went to get the stickers done, and you know when you upload the image, and then you stretch it out, and it says image quality good, image quality poor, cannot print. So I went back to her and got her to redo it, and she redid it for nothing anyway. So now it prints sharp, nice and sharp. So good to get them in.
Looks great.
Who is the person that you went to?
Oh, on Fiverr.com. Fiverr with it 2 R's on the end, and every service starts at $5. So if you want like new graphics, new intros, anything like that, it's a really good place to go for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I got to order another batch of stickers, but I was thinking about changing it up a little bit.
Yeah, but if you wanted to like change your logo, there's people on there that just specialize in logos for YouTube, graphic logos for all sorts of stuff. And as you said, it's called Fiverr.com. So every service on there is for it starts at $5.
Yeah, they do like photo editing and video stuff, and I don't know. Do they do web pages too? I don't think they do them for $5, but I think everything starts at $5.
Yeah, everybody starts at $5, and then you can grow your levels depending on how many jobs you've sold to people, and then when you reach a certain level, you can sell stuff at a higher price and different add-ons and things like that. Yeah. So yeah, there are people out on there that'll do a whole website for you.
So they will do that. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, Steve-O.
Nice.
It rides again. Brushless on 3S. The Red Cat Striker. Front wheel drive. And driven rear wheel as well. It's got a belt going through all of them. So, but yeah, I've been toying around with it in the yard, but it's a little bit excessively fast, should we say.
It's belt driven?
Yeah, belt driven.
Oh, that's cool.
And I've finally got a Wild Willie. Brace yourself now.
Wait, hold on. Say something.
It's going to need a little bit of work. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can see now. The camera was jumping on me, but
yeah.
So what do you need on it? You need
I've got bits of bodywork on order. I'm not taking it apart and to have a look inside yet to see. But yeah, it needs a bit of TLC, but it doesn't look too bad condition. Yeah.
So is it Wild Willie or Wild Willie 2? Is it original?
Wild Willie. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So yeah. Wild Willie 2 is the same thing, but it's the re-release. Is that how it goes?
Yeah. And they are even the Wild Willie 2 is going for. You can still find them at the original sales price, but there are some people are selling them like 3 times what you can pick the original kit up for.
Nice. That's kind of like the comical grasshopper in the lunchbox, that short wheelbase where that thing just wheelies like nuts.
Yeah, yeah, it's the same. It was the same core platform originally, wasn't it? I think. Yeah. But the original Wild Willie was the first RC car, I believe, to pull wheelies.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Let me see if I can post up in chat. There's a Green Frogs in here. Ron from That's My RC. Let's see if I can somehow post the link up here.
Oh, Flynn says Wild Willie 2 is different. I'm not sure if somebody can comment on the differences between Wild Willie 2 and Wild Willie. Differences between what?
Oops. Okay, let's see here. I'm in the chat, so if I say something. Okay. Let's see if that shows up. I posted the link in the chat. I think it, yeah, there it goes. I see it now. So if anybody wants to join up with us. Now, how do I get back to Hangouts? Where did my Hangouts go? Where the heck did my Hangouts go? Where'd you guys go?
Oh, somebody says Shen RC's got a Wild Willie as well, so I'll ask him on the differences.
Oh, there you go.
And Flynn says, thank you, Flynn's. Wild Willie 2 uses the WO2 chassis. I'm not overly familiar with the different Tamiya ones, but
yeah, the comical grasshoppers, the WRO2CB. They got a CB at the end of it. So, hey, Brandon Timlin, thanks for stopping in, man. Looks like you changed your thing. Nobody, no one. Thanks for stopping in. Drone Life RC, yo, it's me. So yeah, I can't wait to start this. The Bagheera. That's how you say it, Bagheera Fat Fox.
I had trouble saying it yesterday.
Oh yeah, Primal Venom. Thank you. Yeah, it says you send me your address on Instagram. Anybody not on Facebook? Yeah, by all means, contact me on the Driftomanics Instagram page. Send me a message on there. Reference to stickers.
The hobby shop guy told me that he got 2 of them in before Christmas, and that's when he was like, hey, you're supposed to be 7th in line, but if you can come pick this up, you know, blah blah blah. He's like, we're gonna have some after Christmas. So I waited. He called me the day after Christmas. He ordered 18 of those Bagheeras, and they're gone. 18 of them. So that's going to be a popular one that they're going to be.
What's that? What's that, Steve? The Bagheera. Sorry, that's a new one on me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's this one right here. This guy.
Oh right, yeah, I see now. Yeah.
Yeah, they just came out.
But I had no idea that was what it was called. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it says like Buggy Raw, but I guess it's Bug Guy or monster. I took back some bottles today. I took back over $20, and it was all monster cans. So people are looking at me like, "What the hell?"
I've been trying to buy my rock stars and I can't find them anywhere.
Do you got Kroger's?
No.
You don't have any Kroger's?
No.
Well, my daughter Isabella's got a phone for Christmas, and I'm just sort of wondering, you know, with it, she's quite good on the technology. I'm waiting for her at any second to appear in the hangout at the bottom in the lounge, you know.
Oh, Isabella?
Yeah. I was just out filming. I'm just doing a wrap up on the thing, and my phone starts ringing, and I think, yeah, that's got to be Izzy.
How is the Rock Ray performing? The Super Rock Ray?
Oh, outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. You can literally, I had it like 3-4 feet from the edge of a jump, floored it, and the thing clears like 12 feet of air within like a 3-4 foot launch. Just crazy.
Huh.
It's not, if you're going to run it on, I wouldn't buy one if you're going to run it mainly on blacktop or tarmac, because it's the same as UDR. You get that traction roll. I do speed testing it earlier, which I've got a video coming out over the next couple of days. On that, and I just like putting it under power on a couple of turns on the way back to my car, and the thing just hooked up and just flipped straight over. So you definitely want to be using it on like a loose surface. It's not, you won't have much fun at all taking it out on blacktop.
Yeah. Jack, when you gonna get your UDR?
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what. Finally had the cash, mate. Prices here are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But John said he got his for 800. He's got the same currency as me. But then he was fiddling around with the firmware and this and that. I'm just gonna take it out of the box, chuck it on the ground, get the trigger. No, mate. No firmware, this, that. If it runs, it runs. If it takes off on me, it takes off on me.
Oh no, they run good out the box. They run good out the box.
Yeah, I love the suspension ride on that thing. It's just crazy.
Yeah, Richie, are you keeping yours, or are you selling it now that you got the Super Rock Ray?
Well, I'm thinking about selling it, but my friend Ryan has asked me for if I'm selling it. So I'm gonna. He's got sort of first dibs on it, but he's not confirmed it as yet. So I'll keep Jack abreast of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a fun car. I mean, some people they expect it to be like people say it's an oversized Slash, and I can't stand when people say that because it's not an oversized Slash.
No, it's completely different.
Where do they come up with that? There's no comparison other than the brand name.
Yeah, maybe the look, maybe from far away.
Body, I can see how
Yeti than it does a Slash.
Yeah. But yeah, it's different league. It's I mean, the Revo as well, and I was saying a straight line, the UDR would have the edge on it in acceleration because you can just floor it, whereas the Revo would want to be wheeling straight away, whereas the UDR just hooks up and just goes.
Yeah, with that solid axle, that thing just squats and goes.
Yeah, but Rich, the UDR is a lot heavier, mate, as well. The Revo is going to pop up.
Oh no, the E-Revo is about the same weight wise.
Same weight.
Yeah.
The E-Revo 2.0 and the UDR, they're pretty close to the size, almost.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, that's what Traxxas says it's a 10th scale, and that thing is not a 10th scale; it's an 8th scale all day.
What they call it, the latest phrase is super scale or something, isn't it? Super size or super scale.
Oh, the UDR is a pro scale.
Pro scale, that's it. Yeah.
It's the only one in that class too.
Right.
Well, they're trying to. Well, I mean, I don't think they make them anymore. The Axial Trophy Score truck.
Yeah, cool truck.
Similar sort of thing.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, the suspension ride on that's practically similar to the UDR.
Yeah, the Yeti score truck or whatnot.
Yeah.
Axiomatic has one of those, and I remember watching the videos when he did the kit build, and he was telling me you should grab them up because they're discontinuing them.
Yeah, discontinued.
Yeah, I did see my hobby shop does have one for sale. I think it's like $320 for the kit. But you know, I don't know, electronics and all that.
Yeah, you're gonna be spending quite a bit. But if you can get, you get one second hand in good condition, grab it.
Yeah,
do a good old Tony trick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder what Tony got. I was exactly what I was thinking too. I was wonder what Tony paid for that. That
Ask him.
Ask him.
He'll probably give you a cheap price, but ask him.
I've come close to buying the Ultimate Slash about half a dozen times, and every time I've come to buy it, and then Jim's just said, I've been down in the model shop, and Jim's just said, "Oh, like, oh, the Armour have just released the Outcast. I'm getting one in. They'll be here next week." And they're like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll take that instead then." And the amount of times that's happened, there's just been, like I said, probably half a dozen times. So I'll probably never end up buying one now. Yeah.
See, that's the opposite of me. Like, I've been trying to get the Arma Notorious for a while now, and every time I think I'm going to get it, then Arma came out with the Big Rock. Now they came out with the Typhoon. My hobby shop's like, "Hey, you know, we got the new Typhoon in." I'm like, "Yeah, I know you have the new Typhoon in." Like,
yeah, but the thing about it being the new Typhoon, the 3S one,
yeah.
What I would say is for the difference, for $200 more, you get in the one that's got the all metal drivetrain, runs on 6S, metal chassis plate on the thin bin on there, and like I smacked mine into a wall, 73 miles an hour, and okay, a few bits of the front broke, but no, you know, the chassis plate was bent, but I managed to just hammer that back out, and then bend the other bits back into place. You know, a lot of, whereas the plastic version of that, even hitting a wall at 50 is just going to disintegrate, regardless who makes it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're the same size too. I mean, they're both the 8-scale buggy.
Yeah, but I would say on that one, if you wanted a buggy, I would spend the extra 200 and get the Typhoon one. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. I've just been called.
Yep, no problem, man.
Yeah, that 3S version looks pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, for the price, man, I'm $300. That.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they go for in Australia, Jack, but they can't be too bad.
What's the Typhoon?
Yeah, the new one, the 3S version.
What is it? I'll look it up now.
The Arma.
The 3S?
3S, yeah.
Arma Typhoon 3S? I'll tell you what,
yep.
Now.
Oops.
$500.
Ooh. And how much is a Slash, which is the one that Tony just got?
The Ultimate?
Yeah, how much is an Ultimate? Just kind of compare the two prices.
See, Ultimate here is probably around $500 or more.
So that's more than the Arma.
Well, I mean, I think the Platinum is the most expensive one out of the Slashes. That's the one that comes with the clear shell, the big bore shocks or the GTR shocks, and then like the casters, aluminum casters on it.
$1,000 here, mate.
What?
Wow.
Yep. $1,000. There's some clown selling it. Oh, God, look at this bloke. One bloke is selling it for $2,700. Another one's $2,600. And the average that I got was $1,000.
How much is a Big Mac over there?
How much is that? Sorry?
A Big Mac.
Look, I don't know. I don't got it. I don't need a Macca's, mate. I don't know.
$200.
No, they haven't. I do hear on the radio that they have them for $1 or something. Selling for $1.
Hey,
see if all the prices were that crazy.
Actually, that's correct.
Bulgaria.
The Ultimate's the most. expensive. Not the platinum. The ultimate's more expensive.
Oh, okay. Bull Gear's here. Bill. Bull. Now I'm gonna say it messed up. Biden. I can't think of how we pronounced it the right way. Ron's making fun of me because I say typhoon or typhon. Yeah. RC New Hampshire. Let's see here. Breaking Silence. He's from Flint. He's in here.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah, that's
I just see my old friend pop up.
Flash Hobbies?
Yeah, good old Juan. Good to see you, mate. I've known Juan a lot of years now.
I remember you telling me about Flash Hobbies.
Yes, he's been around a while now. Good old Juan.
Yes.
Good to see him.
My chat died about an hour ago.
What happened there?
I was trying to watch on my tablet the chat so I could try to keep an eye on things. Like, man, there's nobody talking. My chat died. I should restart it. It's like, there's nobody here, really?
No, we got 32. I just started looking at it. I forgot to look at it. I'm so used to having Axiomatic looking at it. So,
yeah, good to see you, Juan. Yeah, I'm going all right, brother. Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, Scott knows how to say Bill. Byton.
I have no idea who that even is.
Oh, he's around a lot. Finally got a Friday. Free, so you guys went live.
Yeah.
Yep, we're just hanging out, enjoying the weekend, getting over all the holiday stuff. We got one more to go, and then we got a break for a little while.
Good to see you all fellas still around, mate. Missed the old days. That's just me. I'm old school, but I'm old school. Missed the old days.
I'm the new kid on the block.
Yeah, you're the new. You guys are all the newbies.
Freaking noobs.
Actually, Scott, I like that poster on the back of that wall, mate.
The Thunder guitar one?
Yeah, that's a cool looking poster.
It's a metal
mate.
tin.
Oh, is it?
I went to Hobby Lobby and I saw it. It's like, God, this is going to be expensive. And it was on sale. And it was still expensive. And my girlfriend said, if you really want it, I'll give you half for it. So it was $20 a piece. It was actually $42. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for
sure. The original price was like, I can't even remember. It was outrageous.
How'd you get it to stick up there?
It's I got a screw in it.
Yeah, because that one's tin that Wayne sent me up there above my shoulder, and I just took some Gorilla Tape and made it like a frame.
That's got to be the funniest. When I saw that, I just laughed. I was thinking that's got to be the funniest thing I've seen, but it looks like a frame. Good thinking.
If you can't duck it,
I actually like what the other sign that Honey Lulu did, the one on the side there.
Yeah, she painted the RC part in there.
I did see. She's not in the chat. She was in the chat earlier, I think.
Yeah, I know she said
I
that.
saw. She did a dipping for good old Kenny.
Hey, Kevin Talbot says it's Steve-O and the crew, 2:30 here in the UK, just about to go to bed. Hope you all are doing great. Well, thanks for stopping in, man. I know it's always late for you when we start, but I appreciate you stopping in.
Cool stuff.
Axiomatic, YouTube Jack taking some family time too. Is he talking to you, Jack?
Yeah. I actually said he's taken vacation with his family. I said have a nice time, a nice holiday.
Kane samples.
I don't know. I didn't know whether he saw me, but I did say hello to Kagan. Hey, Kagan.
Yeah, I just seen Green Frog right here popping in. We did put the link up. I think if it's not there, let me know, you guys, and I'll post it up again. JD Paso, Snake Brother in the house. Kane Sample likes the 1%er ring.
You're gonna have to type to him, bro.
Huh?
You're gonna have to type to JD.
Yeah, he's got subtitles.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Hey, JD.
Yep. So he can see what we're saying.
Boyton. I see it now.
Boyton. Yep. There you go.
Yeah,
When you were saying before, I heard about some politician. I think I've heard that name someplace before, but this is the guy actually in the chat here. Okay.
Oh, that's what he's saying. Scott knows how to say it, and you're like, I don't know what it is. It's because I pronounce it so fucked up.
That's a little bit of a tongue twister. Look, it has a lot of consonants together.
Mr. English major here. I think we're talking to Omar. Omar's a walking dictionary.
Where is Omar? I spoke to Omar the other day. He said he was going to come in. I think he was going to come in today. I did see him last week. He was having a ball.
Yeah, he was in here last week.
Yeah, he was having a ball, mate. He doesn't go in. He doesn't usually go in hangouts, but obviously now he's going to come in hangouts more, I think.
Yeah. He was
Omar is always correcting me. Is he the grammar police? Is he actually? He's a grammar police, mate.
The grammar police.
The grammar police.
He'll tell you how to pronounce every single word, and then when you're watching his videos, he uses like these big ass words where you don't even know if they're real words or not, but they sound smart. So you're just like, okay, whatever he said, that makes sense.
Grammar police. He's good, top notch bloke. That guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Top notch. I mean, he's flying at the moment. He's with his videos and that. I saw his rally cars in slow motion.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and UDR.
Yeah, I think he's liking that UDR.
Oh, who wouldn't? I mean, hey, you know.
I mean, that's a good one for slow motion because of that. The
suspension right. Yeah, but when I remember going back, I think they came out. Tommy was around back in those days. Sorry, I'll bring up the old guys, but Tommy was around back in there, Tgif Rc, and I used to Skype him all the time. And we used to, back in those days, the currency wasn't too bad, and I was getting a lot of stuff out of Tower Hobbies. I was buying stuff out of there, right? And then the Fox came out, the Kyosho Fox, and I saw a couple of videos on it, and my eyes just popped when I saw this thing. You know, the talk on it, you can just see it in the video. And me and Tommy were working out a plan to get it here out of Tower Hobbies, because what happened is Kyosho, they won't send Kyoshos to Australia for some reason because of the distributor, right? They got rights. So I went to actually buy it, so I put it in the cart and everything, and it bounced. It said, contact your Australian Kyosho supplier. So obviously someone in Australia or whoever they are deal with Kyosho, you can only go through them. So I couldn't buy it out of Tower Hobbies, right? Which was a bummer because I really wanted it. And this is when they first came out. And they got the Nitro version and the I put JD Passel onto it. When I sent him to one of my videos and he went and bought one.
Yeah, yep, he does.
And and the talk on that thing is insane. I took it down on the beach a few times, did a bit of spins with it, with the paddles. Then what I did was I made a bit of a mistake. I did ask, who was it? The biggest nose in RC. No, I'm just joking. Shen RC. I did speak to Shen RC a couple of years ago when I did buy it. And I asked him about the Mad Force, because the Mad Force and the Fox have the same chassis. But I wanted to get some dirt wheels for it instead of the paddles.
Yeah.
And he told me the Mad Force. What I did was I made a mistake because I didn't really research the offset. And I bought, what did I buy? I ended up buying these the Pioneers, these things were huge, and they didn't fit. They fitted, but everything was rubbing. So that was a waste of money. I ended up selling them. So that's when I contacted Steve Shalenko back in the day, and I asked him. I said because he's got the Fox, and I asked him, "You got any ideas on wheels that'll fit this?" And he told me the Mad Force wheels, which is their KHA Mad Force. So I ended up buying them from the States, and they cost me like, I think, about $170 to get here, because these are massive, these things, right?
Yeah.
The only problem is they're too bulky and the weight. So the car loses a lot of, plus it heats up and stuff, and then the ESC cutoff comes in and it stops. So it's just too much weight for the actual truggy itself. But and I've been trying to sell this thing now for months and months and months, with the wheels, with the Spectrum DX3 whatever remote, and little parts that I got for it and stuff. I'm selling it really cheap, but no one wants to buy it, so it's just sitting in the garage. But I will probably take it out for a run. I've been saying that for a while now, but I might, now that it's a bit hot, the weather, but I might take it out for a bit of a leaf blowing session.
Yeah, you got a beach. You got a beach that you can hit it up.
I've moved north. You met me when I've moved into a new place. I used to live back in town, but I've moved north and I'm miles away from the beach now. I'm like about how far am I from the beach now? Geez, I go by kilometers, so you got to convert that to miles. I'll try it in miles. From here, I'm about 70 miles from the beach.
Wow.
Something like that.
So leaf blower it is.
Leaf. Oh well, it's either leaf blower or a chip basher, wood chip basher. Because that thing, I did a couple of videos when I got it. I did a couple on the beach, some action ones, and some, the way I usually film, how I film, and then I took it on the wood chips, and geez, I tell you what, the wood chips were flying all over the joint, just because of the paddles.
Yeah,
they dig in. Yeah, they dig in.
Right.
And I found a new spot up here where I live, because my environment's changed, of course. But usually I'll travel down by the lake like I used to. I've got 2 lakes that I can go to, but no, I'll probably get it out for a bit of a run, and just give it a bash, because, like I said, no, I'm selling it for $300. If shipping was cheap, Steve-O, I'd sell it to you straight away, my friend.
Oh, I'd buy it for sure. I like that car.
Oh yeah, look, it's the torque. Like I say, the torque. I know you got the Notorious and all these 1.8 scars that got a lot of torque, and the Big Rock and that you got, but this thing here, when I first ran it, and I knew exactly what everyone was talking about, how good they were. The torque was in. There was a guy. I saw a guy when they came out. He did some slow motion videos with it, and he did some awesome videos. And he said the same thing. He goes, the torque on it is crazy. You can actually, you feel it so much. It's ridiculous.
So, Flash Hobbies was talking about his brother had it, and the chain drive kept messing up on it. It's got a chain drive on it.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Yeah, right where the diff is. It is. That's where the chain is. It's quite small, and I've never had a problem with mine at all. The only problem is you're going to get stones and stuff like that. I don't know whether Shen's had any problem with his, but I've never had a problem with the chain drive on mine.
Kingston RC, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Ben Rosich. I know I probably butchered the hell out of that. I apologize. JD Passo says that he is number 13th like. We got 30 people in here. Come on, guys. Let's get some likes.
I saw the thumbnail of. I've got to catch up with a lot of people. I'm just sorry, guys, because I've got 2 channels, Facebook. I try to get to everyone as much as I can. I've still got to get to Steve. I say Steve-O's, but I've got to get to yours as well. I apologise to anyone if I'm really slow on your videos. Scott, I know you got another tots going there, mate.
It's only 2 minutes long.
Yeah, listen,
yeah, you got to sit down and eat a whole meal to watch Scott's video.
Well, I'll go grab a bite to eat, a bit of maybe a beer or something, kick back and just put it on.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep up. I can't keep up with the Facebook and Instagram, man.
That's what I'm saying. Having 2 channels is bad enough. When you start having I don't know how people do it. You start having other social media, you go bananas.
I don't understand that Instagram and Twitter. I don't see why.
No, I don't do all that. I know there's tanks on there. There's a few guys because they put their C's on there. There's a few guys on Instagram, but I don't do Snapchat, Twitter, any of that stuff. Facebook, I've been on it for years.
Yeah, I have a Facebook and an Instagram, but Instagram, you'll barely see me posting that. And then Facebook, if I'm caught up with catching up with comments and watching people's videos, then I'll shoot over to Facebook for a quick couple minutes.
Yeah, I hardly see you on Facebook.
Yeah, I used to be on Facebook nonstop before I started a channel. That was all I did was go on Facebook.
Yeah, but there's a difference now, Steve, mate. There's a difference now. Your channel's flying, brother. He can't keep up with his notifications on YouTube. He's going to worry about social media.
I just have fun.
By the way, that's it. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, mate. You know, fun. Steve posted the gear you
meet.
Of course. That's why I miss the old school guys, mate. And a lot of them have left. Trust me. Now I'm seeing guys popping up like good old Juan. Juan's been around a long time. But the other guys that have, I saw a couple of comments. I can't remember whose video it was. And I saw a couple of the old speed guys. They're still around. Some of them are still around, like Joe Strickland Sr. He's still around. He goes on both my channels. I'd like to thank Scott, by the way, for going on both my channels. And you too, Steve. Especially when you come up with some acid comments there, mate.
Got to be creative when I leave you a message.
Yeah, I wait for yours. Don't worry about that. But I got to be careful that you don't put up something where I'm going to be sniffling, mate.
That's funny. Yeah,
that's quite funny.
Axiomatic, I did put up a video of the Buggy Raw. Well, just a quick unboxing of it. Yeah, but I don't think that you've seen it yet because I see you're asking someone in chat. RC New Hampshire. Let's see. I'm trying to read some of these. Does JD Pest says, do anyone know who won the Arma Creighton from Tower Hobbies? I don't see any announcement yet. Yeah, man, you did. JD Pest, you didn't know you won it. Go check it out. I've done that to him so many times, like on people's giveaways. I've been like, dude, didn't you know you won? And he'd be like, what? And he'd be looking back and forth, like taking screenshots. I won, what? And one time he actually did win off of Shen's channel that he missed.
Was it JD Passel? It was giving away that Viterra Camaro.
Yeah. He was
giving right across the girl's channel that won it, and she did like a little run with it. Like, oh, there it is. That's the winner. That's who it was.
Oh, what was her name? Kelly?
I don't remember. I just really shocked when I ran across the video and it said in the description, "This is the one I won from the JD Passel."
I think it might be that there's two Kellys that come to my channel. The Kelly Paulson that was on here earlier, and then there's another Kelly, and one of those was the winner of that Viterra Camaro.
Yeah, that was a cool car.
I think he actually gave away the Viterra and the C10 truck.
There was two of them. He's in here. He could tell us.
Yeah, that was when he was telling me, man, I shouldn't have done that because he gave away a VXL Bandit brand new at 300 subscribers. Then at 400, he gave some away. Then at 500, he gave some away. I'm like, man, like you should just wait to maybe 1,000 for your first giveaway.
Oh, are you doing that? Pass the build. Anyone doing that? Steve, was that coming your way at some point?
It was, but then I wasn't in financially able to add to it and then send it out because I was one of the last people. So it was going to probably cost a lot. But Axiomatic, Basher Boy, Axiomatic, Highway 1, Honey Lulu. Gary from RC Trail Cats.
So what happens to the? Sorry, what happens to the last person? I mean, I know you brought that up about postage.
Well, I guess they just send it back to Bulgier. I don't know. Bulgier's in here, and then he does the giveaway. He's going to give it away.
You were saying, Steve, if it had been me doing it before Steve-O, I would have made sure I had some nice big wheel weights on before sending it to you.
Yeah.
Because whoever gets it last is the postage is going to go up and up and up. So it's me. Yeah. If I was ever to do one of those, and it did set me thinking about doing one for like a basher, sort of with a chassis or something to send out. But
have a look at Axio. $38 to send it.
Ask people where they were before they were, when they were interested in taking part, so you could send it in a path across the states. Because it's just silly to be sending it if like the next person's on the East Coast and I'm on the West Coast, and then it's jumping to mid. You know what I mean? The cost is
that's like how Jack does with Outback Jack.
I got to see. Yes, I've got Tank's mapping it out, but I get the states that it goes to. Then we work out who comes where. Like once he leaves Germany, which will be hopefully, I think. I did see Thorsten did say he's going to do a video, I think, tomorrow with his mates. Actually, by the way, if you haven't seen his new video, I thought it was an RC, but it's actually a real tank. Unbelievable. Anyway, it's a short video for 2 minutes. I thought it was an RC. When I looked at it, I saw the smoke coming. I think it's got a smoke machine on it. And it was a friggin' real RC. I mean, a real tank, sorry. A Panther tank something. Anyway. But what happens is once he leaves Germany, then I've got to work out the states in order because you can't go back and forth. It doesn't make, it's no logic. So I've got to ask, we'll go to Atlanta. There's because Dave Martin's not very well. So I've got to work out, he'll land at the Kibblers first in Atlanta, and then from Atlanta, he's going to work all the way down, and Steve-O will be the last to get him in America. Then he goes over the border to Canada. So it's be silly if you're going back and forth with something like that build.
Yeah.
If that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you are. There you are. Hi, Honey Lulu. She just popped up. We have to do it in order. So Sharia will get it when it leaves Germany. I mean, I don't know how much the postage is going to cost. When I sent him to Canada, it was only a little package because it's only a little action figure. I don't know, Driftomatics, if you've been on my channel, I do an Outback Jack series. I make an action, I don't know if you know Saddle Rotus, but he made him. He made him for me. He made him out of Seth Rollins. And, sorry, Steve, I'm taking up a bit of time, mate, but me and Tank did a concept when Pascal made him for me, and he sent him from France. And as you know, Pascal's the diorama king. And so he done him all up and everything. We lost the first one on the first adventure, which was 3 years ago.
You lost him?
And yeah. He was lost in post. We don't know what happened. So anyway, Pascal got upset. So he contacted me and said, look, I've got to make another one. I said, no, don't go out of your way. Everyone had fun while it was there, and because everyone was having a ball. So anyway, he made another one, and but the first adventure, it got to a few people. I think he went through, started in Canada, then went to the States. So I think he got to about 13 or 14 people. But we mapped out who was going to be next. So instead of going back and forth, so say for example, Scott, where are you?
Texas.
Okay, so Scott will get him in Texas, and then from Texas will go to Steve-O, which makes it's not going to be going backwards, is it? Yeah. So that's how it worked because he's on the border.
Yeah.
So that's how we did ours. Right?
Yeah. If I sell stuff on eBay, what I found is like, I mean, if I want to recycle my RC stuff, I can sell something if it's somebody in the next state over, like Nevada or Utah, I can sell it in priority, but the same as standard parcels. But if somebody wins it and it's on eBay and it's on the East Coast, it can like cost 3 times the amount of priority.
Yes.
Standard parcel.
Correct.
Coast. So
correct. Yeah. Well, it cost me $38. It's just a little package. I mean, I got off the track there, but I had to explain because you don't know what the Outback Jack series is. I packed him up in a little, just a bubble wrap post pack that you get from the post office, and I posted it to France. Now, and usually UK and France, or mostly in Europe, the postage is not too bad from Australia, and it gets there pretty quick, especially to the UK. It cost me, I think it was just for something that small, was $28. Now, if I was in just example, if I was, I don't know what the rules that Alan has on Bulgaria. I don't know what he has on this past the build. Is it only in the States, or is this around the world?
I think it's only in the States.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If say he did it where it would be passed around the world, well, that'd be insane because the postage would be astronomical.
Yeah, definitely. Neck Cruiser jumped in.
Yeah, don't worry. He'll have his UDR ready for you on the stand here, mate. just to tease you a bit more, you know what I mean? Okay, John. So that's what I mean. The last person who will get this build would have to pay the most postage, I gather, yeah?
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to send.
Hi, Honey Lulu. I loved your video, Honey Lulu. You and Wayne going up that. Like I said to you, I can't go up heights, unfortunately, but it looked like a fun time going up that mountain. And actually, someone pointed out about the tree part where you went under the tree. There was a bit of a gap, and went through the tree down there. Pretty cool. Fern Mountain, I think it's called, is it? Sorry, I cut you off, Steve.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to tell John I did send him the link in Facebook, and I'm sending it again.
Well, John's still got to add me to his Facebook if he's going to be in the Outback Jack event, just because we need to add him to the map. John, you're going to have to send me a request, mate, on Facebook. I did tell Tank to send him my link. Yeah, so what it was, Rich, was it was supposed to be a European tour this time around, because the last time when we did the adventure, he didn't make it to Europe because he was going from the States and then off to Europe, and there was a whole heap waiting in Europe. So he was lost. Where was he lost? He was lost out of somewhere down the bottom of America. I can't remember where it was. And then obviously the adventure stopped, blah, blah, blah. And what happened was his Tank, when he first got him, put him in a little, ended up calling it a coffin box. It was just this box that you close up. And people were putting stickers and stuff. So when he arrived back in Australia, I'd have all this stuff, stickers and all that from everyone, which was a pretty cool concept. So yeah, he was getting, and no one had problems with shipping or postage or anything, especially in the States. But I gather the last person that was going to get him in America, then he had to send him off to Europe, would probably be the most expensive. I don't know how much it would have costed, but yeah, it was a little adventure concept we did a few years ago, and I'm surprised. I mean, the guys that even back then, people couldn't wait to get him. We're talking about a toy here, right, Scott? We're talking about a little toy which I make come alive, obviously, because I animate him.
All right.
So and all I do is I talk when I do the voice for him. I just do normal like this, and then I morph his voice to make it deeper. So yeah, anyway, just a bit of it's all fun, you know. It's all about fun in the end. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Steve-O's going to. I know Steve-O's going to kill him when he gets there. I know that for a fact. Steve-O's going to.
Yeah, don't let Steve-O's on 20.
I'm worried. I'm worried about. That's the only one I'm worried about. The next one is going to Honey Lulu and.
Yeah, she said that she's got the jacket ready for him.
Oh, did you see the jacket?
No,
have you seen this?
I don't think I've seen the jacket. Or actually, you know what? Did send me a picture of it.
She honey dipped the jacket.
Yep.
And to me, the jacket looks like I said, and I think the hangout last week. Once she puts it on him, he's going to look like the Wizard of Oz, mate. Look like a wizard. Look like a wizard, mate.
If anybody injures him and like decapitates him, like going under a branch when crawling, they've got to get it on video.
Yeah, well, that's the whole idea. If something, look, you know, something can happen where he snaps a leg or breaks an arm, or you know, it's going to be funny because then I have to get a picture of him with a missing arm and then talk about it on the adventure, or get someone to put plaster on him and then make it funnier, you know, or a bandage on his leg or something. Now you're giving me an idea there. You're giving me an idea there, mate. Thanks. You know, you give me an idea, mate. Thanks, mate.
I nearly lost my GPS this week. I was out speed testing the Armour Granite 4x4, and I stuck it on the inside of the body, which has been fairly successful before, and it doesn't get knocked off if you turn over. And so it finishes its 3S run. I take the lid off and go, right, everyone, let's see what speed we've. And there's just nothing inside the shell. There's nothing. And I'm like looking up and down like 500-foot road, going. Okay, interesting. When are we going to go for that?
You end up finding how long it took.
Yeah, and it took a tumble earlier on, and it must have just come loose inside the shell. And then when I drove away, it just had dropped out the back. So I found it. But in the meantime, I turned the camera off. So at the end, I'm doing all the talk. This is the speed it's got, guys. I found it. Thanks very much. And I turn the camera back off, or thinking I'm turning it off. And I drive home and I get the SD card out and I've got 4 8-minute videos, all black, from where it's been on in the trunk of the car.
Yeah, I had that happen last time I was out filming.
I've been out testing it again today. But I've been running it on the beach with paddle tyres, which is really good fun. It handles really well without better than in my Rustler does with the paddle tyres.
I was going to ask you, because I got the 14mm for the Rustler right here. Remember you told me 14mm was a good sweet spot?
Yeah.
What are you running on the Armas?
Just to stop gearing on the BLX.
No, on the BLX. What do they come with? 13 tooth, or do they come with 11 like the Rustler?
I'll have a look. I don't know because it does. You don't need there's no optional pinion needed to fit it to that 50 miles an hour. Because I've been out testing it today, and I can safely say it does it that 50.
Yeah, because I still need to put that on the Rustler.
Let me just. I'll quickly look online. And predictably, I broke the wheelie bar, which I knew I would do.
Yep.
In fact, I said to you, Steve, that's the first thing that'll break when you got one, and you did.
Yep, wheelie bar. KO.
The design, I think Trax has learned from it, because if you look at the one on the Rustler, that will take, if it was the land rear end down, that bar flexes like a proper rear bumper would do. That wheelie bar flexes and doesn't break.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play around with a few ideas on that this week, and we'll see. Anyway, let me look.
Did I see Ben come up earlier on and said he won a giveaway?
Oh yeah, he did. He won one of those new Viteras. You know, the Suburban, the big long Suburban Viteras.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know how much they're worth here? They're worth $600 here, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, this what's his name?
Suburban.
Yeah, his name is Rocket Dog RC. He was giving them away. And
I haven't heard it.
His rules were kind of weird, though, because anytime you left a comment, he would put a number like, okay, you're number 23. And he said you can put as many comments as you want, and they would count. So people would put in, you know, freaking 10, 20 comments, whatever they wanted. And the more comments you left, the better chances you had to win. So.
Right, standard parts on the granite, the standard pinion gear is 15 tooth, Steve.
Okay, so that one I don't have to worry about.
It might be different on the Senton because the gearing was different on the non-brushed granite and Senton. The gearing was different on there because I borrowed Ryan's and the pinion was a different size one because the tires were slightly smaller.
See, I don't know because the Big Rock, it's the Senton chassis, so I don't know, but it's more like the Granite because it's more monster truck.
Yeah, but it's longer, isn't it? Because Net Cruiser said the Big Rock's got the Senton chassis because you've got the little support bearing, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll have a look and see.
Hey, Steve-O. Hey, Lulu wants to see your fat cat.
My fat cat? You mean my fat fox?
Fat fox, there we go. It scrolled by us a long time ago. I was waiting for a break to get in. I couldn't remember. Fat fox, there it is.
Hold on, it's right here.
Just butt in, Scott. Don't worry, mate. Ben says he did 3 comments. So did this giveaway you're talking about, did people go crazy on the comments?
I mean, yeah, he only did 3 comments. Like I think I did a total of 4 or 5. Like I was like, okay, I'm not.
Yeah, but don't forget spam.
I was like,
don't forget spam
because you just
spam would have come into this.
No, you just changed up your comment each time. Say like this one, I'm not feeling lucky yet. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit more lucky. Okay, this is it.
Steve, on that gearing, the Big Rock's got the 15 tooth pinion as well, but the Senton is different. The Senton's got a 20 tooth, which is the same. Well, that was the kind of difference that it had on the non-brushed version, on the brushed version, not the brushless version.
Yeah,
your Big Rock's the same as the Granite with 15 tooth.
Yeah, because I seen Rich Duper Bash. He said that he left the 20 tooth pinion gear on when he put the Granite tires on the Senton and kind of made it look like a Monster Slash, but Arma's version of it. So, I mean, that thing, it was sweet. I mean, I can't believe the way that dude bashes.
Yeah, but I wonder what the extra load that's going to put on the electrics, though, for any length of time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know he did swap up a few things. I think he left the electronics the same. I know he put like techno shocks on it, and I don't know, a couple other things.
Yeah, because that's a big step. You see what I mean? That's a big step up. If you've got a Granite and you switch from 15 tooth to 20 tooth pinion. Yeah, I'd expect it. Well, I think it'd cope with it, but it'd get warm. I would think for sure.
Definitely.
Daytone left 200 comments.
LRC says just add a motor fan.
What's that?
Filthy LRC says just add a motor fan.
Yeah, a really high powered one.
Who's got time to sit there and do 200 comments on a giveaway video? Really?
Oh, I told you some people are going nuts on that thing. I mean,
200 comments. Surely spam. That YouTube got a policy where I think if you comment so many times, they actually end up in spam, because it happens on my other channel. I know that they end up in spam.
But he can approve those messages though, because I get comments.
Yes, he can. Spam. But can you imagine how many notifications he would have got?
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. For him to say you could put as many comments as you want, I think he said there was up to 2,000 comments on that video, and it was only up for 4 days.
Unbelievable. That's unreal.
Hey, good. Hey, John.
Grim Reaper. Yeah, the Grim Reaper's going to take us away, JD Passel. The Grim Reaper will take us away soon, mate.
Hey, Richie,
The
Grim
Reaper will take me away first because I'm older.
What was that, John?
I said, hey to Richie. I think this is the first time we've been on a chat together.
Yeah.
Well, say hello to him and don't say hello to anyone else. What's going on, John? I always stir him up. He loves it when I stir him up.
I was tied up quite a bit with it in the run up to Christmas. Yeah.
And so Ben did 3 comments and he won the giveaway. And he done the giveaway. He won the giveaway for 3 comments, and then someone does 200 comments. Insane.
Well, you see, you could go on that fiverr.com site I mentioned earlier, and you can get somebody to be your virtual assistant for an hour. So you could just get them to go in and post as you, as many posts as you in an hour.
You just do a bot. Just do a bot. Yeah, just a bot.
Robot.
Create a bot. Yeah, just bot it out.
I mean,
there's a lot of sub bots that go around. You know, there's heaps of them.
On every single one of my videos, the same guy comments, nice video, sub for sub, and it goes straight in the spam box. And he comments on every single video, only the ones. But you think, well, you must think, oh, my comment's never appearing. You stop doing it. But I wonder if that's automated.
I've got a couple of subscribers that every time they post it, it always goes to spam, and I have no idea why.
Because if they write the exact same thing over and over and over again on multiple videos, YouTube grabs that as spam and immediately goes.
Yeah, because they're copying and pasting. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, if you write the same exact comment over and over again, even on multiple videos over multiple days, they'll eventually flag it as spam.
Wow.
Because I got a couple guys that I notice are always in the spam folder, but it's not always the same comment they leave me. So they must be leaving that on everybody else's comments too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sneaky little bastards.
So, John, have you broken anything on your UDR so far? And if not, what part do you think you'll first break?
Trailing rear arms.
I think I'm going to break the rear trailing arms, and I haven't even ran it yet. It's still in its prep stage. I spent hours last night trying to do the firmware updates on it, and they just won't complete. They keep failing. So also, I ran into the problem with like too many adapters. You can't get the damn battery lid closed. So I just went to the hobby store tonight to get a new battery so I can run it.
Oh, Jack mentioned about what is about that firmware update? It's not something I've come across before. But so what is that?
Well, as soon as you pair it with the Bluetooth app and then you try and use the Link app, it prompts you if any of your stuff is out of date. Yeah, and on the UDR, everything was out of date, so it needed radio, receiver, and ESC updates.
Okay.
So the radio completed successfully, but the ESC and the receiver both keep failing. So we're gonna have to chat with Traxxas about that to find out why. I mean, I can still
glitch going on there for sure. Something not right.
Like I've done that to all of my other Traxxas vehicles, and it's always worked. And this one, not so much. So I think I've got a bad receiver, and probably going to have them swap that out for me. But it's enough where I can run it. I just wanted to run it with, all of my normal settings. I like to set my exponential and adjust the radio to my liking and make sure everything was up to date because, I wanted to do the firmware update on the speed control so it doesn't, blow up on me or something stupid. Anyway.
Well, Steve, did you drive yours straight out of the box, Steve?
Straight out the box.
Out of the box.
And if I don't break the trailing arm, probably the first thing that's going to break is the servo because mine is one of the first run units that I got the free Bluetooth module with it. It said right in the box, like, thank you for buying a first production unit. So I probably got the servo that's got that bad resistor in it.
Yeah.
The only things I did, I don't normally replace anything until it breaks. But Steve O'D said to me that Rich, get the trailing arms, they're going to break. And I actually ordered the trailing arms the same day I got the truck in because he was so convincing. And sure enough, about the second time out, one of those snapped. And luckily, I got home, parcel sat on the driveway, trailing arms from Amazon, which was quite good. So it didn't slow me down at all. So thanks for that, Steve. And then the servo mine went after probably about 3 weeks. And then I replaced it one of those Animos 20 kilo ones, about 17, 18 bucks from Amazon, metal gear proof. I think quite a few of you guys use them as well. And that seems to have been, touch wood, fingers crossed, that's all been fine since then. Yeah.
Yep. So I've already I've ordered,
which you might as well cut holes in around the screws holding it on and just rip it off, because it seems to want to do that anyway.
Well, that was what I was going to work on tonight. Jack doesn't like my working sessions on here, though. I was going to reinforce the body and just tinker a bit more, but I did order the metal wheel hexes, so I don't plan on stripping out any wheels. I was going to take it easy, so I got the wheel hexes coming in. I decided to go with the RPM trailing arms with the extra skid piece. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's still all plastic, but it's a multi-piece design, and it's made out of RPM plastic, so it should be super flexible. Because I know you guys went to aluminum, but I was worried about this connection here on the chassis. So if you go all aluminum, if that snaps out, you got to buy a whole damn new chassis, don't you?
Well, they didn't have the RPM stuff when I swapped mine out. It was right when it first came out, so there wasn't very many options. There was a guy on Facebook that was 3D printing his, and they had like layers of plastic that bolted together. So I mean, I went for the aluminum ones because they're like $25 for both of them. Yeah. I mean, I didn't break my stock ones. I just took them off and put the aluminum ones on. I still got the plastic ones.
What batteries did you buy for your UDR, John?
I ended up getting a battery for something else. And then I just got adapters. So yeah, sorry if that was unclear. Yeah,
brand new 3S Traxxas batteries that I've had for like a year and a half, and the box has never been opened.
Oh, why not?
If you're interested, let me know.
Well, shipping lipos across the border is not.
Oh, that's right. You're in Canada. That's right.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. or else I'd have like Fleurions coming out my arse.
I've had those. I got some of the Fleurions, and to start with, I was quite happy with them. But I had about 3 fail within 2 months, and they said they were all within a year's warranty on Amazon. Or supposedly they sell it. It says a year's warranty, and and they eventually got the only way to contact them on a warranty is via Amazon. They send you an email, send you their email link, and I email them like every day for 2 weeks. Just never came back to me at all. So I ended up going back to Amazon and saying, look, warranty is just worthless because you can never get in touch with anyone, and they gave me the money back each time. But I wasn't.
Isn't that the same company that I bought my Fleurions from through Amazon? Remember, you asked me where I got the batteries for them?
Yeah, they'll be one of the same. No, it was the actual warranty was through Fleurion Direct. Mine were bought from Fleurion Direct. Thinking about it on Amazon, it was from the Fleurion store, and then they advertised it with a 1-year warranty to this day. And I said to Amazon, you shouldn't be selling them, claiming there's a 1-year warranty when you don't give people, when there's no way to claim on the warranty.
Did yours have the Traxxas connectors at the end, or did it have?
No, they were just Dean's.
Oh, okay.
What's happening is the balance lead was like failing, and it was just coming up with cell error. And the one time that then Fleurion support did actually email me after about 2 weeks on one of them, they said, "Oh, can you tell us the cell voltages?" Well, I said, "Well, the balance lead's broken. If that's the issue." "Oh, well, if you tell us the cell voltages, we should be able to help you out." And it just kind of missed the point that without the balance lead, you can't tell the cell voltages.
Yeah, exactly. What are the voltages? Whether they're balanced.
At that point, I was slightly put out about exactly the qualifications of their warranty department. Oh, and Axiomatic says the person that puts the spam comment saying sub for sub is RC Finland, and that is exactly who's the same person that's been posted a comment on my video each day.
Well, I guess he doesn't watch my stuff. I don't remember seeing that.
I've never seen it either.
RC Finland.
So these are the 4S batteries that I planned on running in the UDR, but they've got the XT60 to Traxxas adapter is, oh, that's the Dean's one. But the Traxxas one is like, I've had to whittle it down and it still won't fit because it's really poorly designed. So I ended up buying a 3S Venom, one of the new ones that has the same type of, it's the same system, using XT60 to an adapter. So I bought a little 3S because I thought, well, I'll buy a little 4000 3S and then I have another 3S so I could stack them in the cage, run 6S that way, and it will give me extra adapters that are better to run on these for 4S. So that's what I ended up doing. So yeah, so I bought a Venom, but I still plan on using these a lot. And for 6S, I'll probably end up running 2 3Ss because my 6S is a hard case SMC and it doesn't fit in this chassis. So that's disappointing.
Huh.
But yeah, you're right, Richie. The battery compartment in this thing is garbage.
Yeah, very, very tight. In that new Super Rock Ray, it's absolutely mammoth. It's probably like 5 inches deep, and all of the inside of the where you're putting the batteries in is a metal cage. So like the bottom of the battery tray plus all the 4 sides is a metal cage. The batteries aren't going anywhere when they're in there. Speaking of which, I've got some 2 4S packs for $82 on Amazon versus I think the ones they recommend for the Losis are about $220 for 2. But the ones I got up for 81 seem pretty good so far.
$82 for 2 of them.
Yeah, for 2, and they're 50C rating 4S 4,500 milliamps versus the reaction ones, which are 50C 4S 5,000 milliamps. So for 500 milliamp difference, and to be honest, it's not like you're thinking, wow, they go 10 minutes earlier or 5 minutes earlier. The time difference they last, you wouldn't even notice any difference.
Huh. Yeah, for the X-Max, I run the 2 4S power. What are they? They're just like the Flareons, Zop Power, and I got them for like $68 for the 2.
That's good. Yeah,
they're 4,500 50C. So
yeah,
they're not.
Because the thing about it being with those Losis, we do it the same with the X-Max. Is if you're like, a few hundred feet from the parking lot and the thing runs out. I mean, that big Lotus XLE is like 32, 33 pounds in weight. You've either got to tow it back to the car or carry it. So I'm quite happy now. I've got 2 spare batteries. So at least when they run flat, I can drive the thing back.
Yeah, true.
But they're Super Rock Rays, a little bit lighter, quite a bit lighter. I'm thinking probably feels like 24, 25 pounds. It's noticeable, the difference, but it's still heavy, but it's noticeably different, lighter than the XLE.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I just tried the new Venom adapters. They work great in the UDR. Perfect fit. So yeah, this is the little Venom battery that I bought. It's 4000 3S. It's tiny. It's really small for a 3S. I mean, it's Venom, right? So it's only 20 friggin' C, but they always seem to like underrate their batteries.
When I had when I got the Fortec running on 6S, I was using 2 of the those Venom packs, the 3,200 milliamp ones, one on top of each other. And you're right, they're like a finger's like thickness, and I was running 2 on top of each other, and that would squeeze in the Fortec compartment, one on top of the other. They would squeeze in the battery tray without any real mods on there.
Yeah, yeah. So I figured this would be a great crawler battery for my TRX4, and then I can use it. I can use it alongside another small 3S that I have for 6S power. Should be good. I'm gonna see if it fits right now. Let's see.
I used some Venoms a few years ago. They just kept puffing. I stopped using them. I think I've got one left, which is similar to what you got, John, but mine's a soft case.
Yeah, this one's a softie as well.
Yeah, mine's pretty similar to that. It's for 4,000. It is pretty small. I think the charge on mine is C rating is 50. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
it's good. It fits in most of my RCs, which is great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've designed this specifically for crawling, being that it's so tiny and light, and it's only 20C. But whatever, I'll end up bashing it anyway.
Well, I can fit it in my FJ40. I can put it in my Stadium. I can put it in my couple of other trail trucks that I've got.
Yeah, Chris from Highway 1 uses the small 3S lipos on there in his TRX4. He puts the small ones, but he's got a little battery tray which shifts the battery from the middle of the car right to the front. And he then uses like maybe 3 or 4 of those small packs when we're out, just to shift the weight to the front. Not 4 packs at once, but you know what I mean. Rather than one big pack, he's using the little packs to keep the weight forwards.
Yeah, that's what battery is that they make them a 3S real small like that? Because the Bronco in the kit, like they got that little you know, it's like a little shelf made for it, and it's got the cuts for the Velcro straps to go through it, and it holds the battery right there.
Yeah, that's what he must run it on. Yeah, because that's different to the TRX4 or stock one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's different than the Defender.
Are you talking about Richie? Are you talking about the piggyback batteries?
Yeah, no, I'm saying that Chris from Highway 1 runs a small battery. Rather than running the like a big, you know, 3,000 or 4,000 milliamp pack, Chris runs quite a small one, a 3S one, right. and it's set right at the not in the center battery tray. He has it set right at the front of the his Ford Bronco.
Okay.
Well, there wouldn't be much weight if it's small.
Yeah.
Tank gave me a low center of gravity adapter for mine, but I haven't installed it yet. But I haven't seen where you can adapt it to the front of your truck. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, I've got
like the Bauhaus one, like the Bauhaus low center of gravity battery tray for the TRX4.
Yep, that's the one I have. Yeah.
Yeah,
yep.
I got one of those. Well, it's not Bauhaus. That's my RC. He 3D printed me one.
Does it fit? Oh.
Yeah, it fits.
Oh, I'm talking about my UDR. Trying to put my 2 little 3S backs in. Ooh, she's tight.
That's she's what tight. She said.
Yeah, but and funny, I had 2 of the fluorine ones that I had a problem with. I squeezed them in. So that's the one good thing about them is I could squeeze the fluorine ones in side by side there, whereas most of the others need you to put them in one on top of the other. But it was nice. It was nice when they were in there because they weren't moving anywhere in a hurry.
Yep. So I can do it. Yeah. But I've got no room to puff at all. There, 6S done. So it worked. So yeah, so I can do it. But that's a hard case 3S 4000 and the new Venom 4000. You can't see. My hands in the way.
Oh, on those, a word of warning on those metal hexes, I fitted them to the UDR all round, and I had one wheel that came loose on it, and I didn't realize to start with it. I was thinking it sounded like the diff or something, and the whining noise that it turned out it was making was the said metal hex cutting its way through the inside of the wheel, and when the wheel eventually fell off as the nut had come completely loose. And then it sort of I'm left there with 3 wheels on my wagon. And I put the wheel back on because I found the nut which was right next to it. Put the wheel back on, same thing again. I'm like, what the hell's like, has the diff gone? Because it seems to be losing power. And it was only when I got home that I was like, hang on, that's like not right at all. And then I take the wheel out, and the wheel is just the metal hex has completely rounded the hex insert in the plastic wheel. So if you have metal hexes, do make sure you check the wheels each time. Which I in general, not every time, but I check them quite regularly, and it just destroyed it within seconds. But it just felt like it was the diff because I was only getting intermittent power to one rear wheel.
Yeah, that's why I bought the metals, because I thought everyone was stripping at the wheels with the plastic hexes.
I think it's more the worry of the nut coming loose causing it. I mean, the plastic one shouldn't strip if the nut
is it using a 7 mil or is it an 8?
It's bigger.
It's an 8. It's an 8 mil.
Oh, right. Yeah. One thing I would say, guys, if anybody's got one of these, or anybody listening out there has got one of these, buy some spare nuts, because if you turn that car over, John, and have a look at the spare wheel, what's the spare?
It uses the body. Yeah, it uses the body screws.
Yeah, because the spare wheel's not attached by a nut. So when I'd lost like that, when I'm thinking, I'll change it over and I'll use the wheel nut. Oh, the wheel nut isn't there on the top. So if you lose a wheel nut, You can't do one for the spare wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Landon Jackson, we can hear you. There's your shout out, buddy. Landon Jackson.
What are you working on, John? What are you doing to the UD now, mate?
I was fitting my new batteries I just bought, making sure that I can do what I plan to do. So I can get it running on 6S now, and I'm going to try and do the firmware update again. I want to get that firmware update done, but I don't think it's going to work. So
if it's a glitch, you can have to contact Traxxas then. You go on their site? Maybe you can download it from the site or something?
But I'm going to try it with this. I'll see how much power is in this battery I just bought. See if there's enough.
Oh, you didn't win, Phil Fico. Bad luck, man. They're pretty good for cheap rally. Sorry, I'm just Phil Fico RC was bidding on the Katega rally car. Yeah, they're pretty for how cheap they are. They go pretty good, mate. You know, like I said when you commented on that video, you can chuck a lipo with them. I had a what was I running that day? I had the Traxxas 8.6 volt battery going, and it did pretty good. I wasn't going full throttle because I was doing the action shots. So you chuck a lipo in it. I put a lipo in it, and it runs pretty good on a lipo.
I think we scared that guy away. He rechecked his messages after we shouted him out.
No, he actually timed him out.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's have a look.
Still moderating?
Yeah, he's timed him out. Yeah, actually has moderating from his vacation.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get it to work tonight. I had to watch some how-to videos and to get the Hangouts working.
You had to read the instructions?
Yeah. Basically.
You'll be an expert in that time on here, Steve-O.
I was so used to having my lovely assistant.
Oh, did he? I thought he was timed out for 300. XCRC for 300 seconds, it says, was timed out.
Why did he time him out? He just asked for a shout out. Unless he did something bad that we missed.
I didn't see anything what he said, but he timed him out. And then Filthico says, no, Axe blocked him.
Yeah, because all the messages, it's just somebody showing us deleted message.
Mm.
We must have had a bad boy in the club. He got bounced out of here.
He wanted a shout out.
We didn't get to a shout out fast enough, so he probably cussed me out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, Brandon. Haven't seen you run that TRX4 Sport in a while. When are you going to get some more videos up, buddy?
Good on his nerves. Yeah, but if you didn't say anything bad.
JP Slayer, I don't want JP Slayer says he don't want to mess with Axiomatic.
Hey, JP, I did see you come up earlier on.
Oh, man, I should be working on something, but...
Yeah, I'm going to work on something else because this is still failing.
It's still going, eh? Still loading. We're trying to load.
Well, it's like it starts and then it gets like a tenth of the way across the line, and then it restarts and says failed. Retry.
Yeah, there's a glitch in the software.
Yeah, I've always found it frustrating because twice I've gone out onto like doing speed runs. There's a lot of work and getting the car ready. You know, you get it all set up. And it's about the only thing I run the app on is the Vortec on the for the speed.
Use it to turn your steering way down, right?
Way down. Yeah. And twice I've driven like out half an hour to a really good spot, nice and dry. Turn that on, and it says, "Oh, the app needs updating." And then of course you got to be waiting like 20 minutes or so when you're doing it in the field for the thing to blooming update. Yeah, always happens at the most inappropriate of times, if you know what I mean.
I do use it a lot though, because I use the Traxxas radio for my racing, so I have almost all my cars on one Traxxas radio, and I like to do my setup and get my exponential and stuff all set, my endpoints, and I do it all through the app. But yeah, there is a lot of firmware updates. This is the first truck that's given me grief where they just won't do it. It fails. I can still drive the truck if there is a way to like skip the updates and then do the settings, so I might do that. But I'm gonna definitely call Traxxas because there's something wrong with this receiver. It should receive the update. It should work. Anyway,
Actually, I got
to figure out what I stripped out on my Granite 4x4.
Actually, I got booted that bloke because he kept asking for a shout out.
You got one.
Yeah, but he kept asking. He kept asking though. Apparently, I didn't see.
Right, because I missed it in the chat. I should have been paying attention, I guess. It's probably just a young kid wanting a shout out.
Yeah, now you've got that body. When speaking of the TRX4, I've got a spare pickup body, and I'm thinking of well, I'm going to see if that'll try and fit on the TRX4s. It's nice and light, and it rarely, takes
right
on there. So
gonna see. For Isabella?
No, I actually tried it in one of my earlier videos. You'll see it fitted black light LEDs to one of the cars to the car, all around the chassis, and then the body glows bright pink in the dark. Too much time on my hands that day.
That's funny you say that. I just did the same thing on my Rustler tonight. I put a bunch of LED strips, white LED strips under the body, and then it like glows. It was great.
Yeah, I got some, like I said, black light LED strips from in a strip from Amazon. So I put it down the side of the chassis on the car. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's definitely not right.
I've now broken this every single time I've ran it. So yeah, Rustler 4x4, 3 for 3.
Oh.
Now it needs a front arm and a front axle. Now, my friend did run it into a pole, so he broke the arm, but the axle, like, ejected again. It's happened every single run. I know I've been making a big deal about those damn axles, but I'm breaking them every single run. Yeah. And I'm not, like, extreme bashing either. I'm, like, normal bashing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I took mine out today. I got Proline Badlands MX28 tyres. Put those on. Took it out this afternoon. And it was going quite well, but they've got so much grip. It's ridiculous. You're having to watch the cornering speed because there's no slip in the corners. And
that was on your Revo?
And it wants to flip over with the speed because it's getting so much lateral grip, or horizontal grip rather, on them, and with the on the Rustler.
Oh, on the Rustler. Oh, okay.
At 28s fit. They're about a centimetre bigger, but then I geared down. I went down to the 11-tooth pinion to take into account. But I mean, it was just crazy. But then I had one bad moment. I'm stood there talking to my dad, and the car just starts going slowly backwards in reverse. I'm not touching the throttle, and I squeeze it, and it just carries on going backwards into the one area that's got the deepest water in that place where I go jumping. Just go straight backwards into there. I'm like, give me a break. Like, really? So I've drawn it out, but there's, I think with the ESC before it went backwards into the water, it seemed fine, but I think it obviously got some water in something earlier.
Yeah. John, did you cut any holes in your UDR tires?
No, not yet. I was trying to decide if I want to. For snow running, I'm not sure if I want to or not. I was trying to decide.
Do you know what somebody said? I did that video on cutting the little hole in there, and somebody did one of those suggestions, which is that, why didn't I think of that? Use a soldering iron to make a nice round hole straight through it.
Yeah, a lot of people use old soldering tips.
I just thought just hot straight through, and I thought, that's one of those, should have thought of that, and I thought, what a good idea.
Yeah, I tend to just stab them with a little X-Acto knife and just put a little slit in them, but yeah, the soldering iron works. I've also tried the body reamer. You know, I don't know if you have a body reamer. But yeah, they don't work that great. On the UDR tires are quite hard compound, so it might work better on UDR tires, but on the softer compound, it doesn't, like, you can get it started, but it doesn't like make a hole like it does through Lexan. Not even close. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I should cut a hole in the tread or not on the UDR.
I've not, since I cut that little square hole in that they said with mine, I've not found any problem with it. And that surface I drive on, that it's quite abrasive.
Yeah, I cut the holes in mine too.
Yeah, I should do it because eventually it's gonna get water and stuff in it, and it just gives it a way to fling it out.
Mm-hmm.
It does when if you've been through water and then I've gone through onto blacktop on the way home, and you give it like full throttle, and you can, you'll get the water spraying out there as it's been, expunged from the tires.
Perfect.
Yeah, my buddy had the Arma Nero, and those are some big tires on there, and he never put any vent holes in them, so he was always wondering why his drive shafts were breaking in that. It's because his tires weighed so damn much and they're lopsided. They sit there and wobble and look like they're going to fling off the thing because they had so much water and mud and shit in them.
I knew a guy with one of the 6S E-Maxes, Traxxas E-Max 6S, and yeah, he refused to put holes in his tires, but he always did water crossings and running in the wet. And they were just so full of water, and he just would not listen that he had to get the water out. And he just kept breaking the chassis. Like, he'd go full throttle pull, chassis snap right in half, like bulkhead rip right off. I'm like, dude, that's because your tire weighs 20 pounds.
That's reminding me. I've been out with my BLX this afternoon water skimming with it, so that's a good point. I will go and check how they are tonight.
Yeah.
Very good point. Thanks for that. I wouldn't have thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah, the trenchers that I have on the Creighton, they're the 40 series. They actually come with the holes already on the outside of the tires, and the wheel itself, the rim, doesn't have a vent hole in there. So it's already pre-vented. Like Proline already did it on those tires, which is pretty cool because you don't have to worry about it. Hey, Louis LP's in the house. What's up, you RC freak?
What's up, RC freaks?
RC Trail Cats. Gary's in the house. We were talking about you earlier. Gary, where were you then? Let's see. I mean, I'm backed up with RC. Not my bunghole. Sweet Lane, you should make a video for sure. Yeah, I sent you an invite, Louis. If you're not backed up, and you want to join, it's in your Facebook.
I see.
I missed that Chris guy. Who's Chris?
The one he booted.
Wow.
Oh.
Was that his name?
I think he's got 2 accounts or something. He's commenting with his other.
You'll still remember his name, Steve. You never forget your first stalker.
What are you working on, Scott?
Oh, I've got to do a video on something, and I want to make sure I have a clean truck when I do it.
Oh, yeah.
You're given the tot to rest, Scott.
I'm just doing some things that I usually put off when I clean my trucks.
Well, I bet you get out a guitar and work on that. Be something different.
I've got bags and bags of guitar screws that I know if I open the package, they'll all be rusted.
Yeah.
I like them MIP drivers. I like to get some of them.
MIP, what, speed bits? I just got a couple of different options for Christmas. Way cheap. I mean, MIPs are good, but
yeah,
this is way cheaper. So I got the Dynamite. I got the Dynamite hex set. This one is full of both Imperial and metric speed bits in the handle, and they have the 1/4 inch or I don't know what size that is, but it's got the power bit end on it. So those are good. And then I got Aeromax. These are the Aeromax ones, and I got these ones from RC Mart, and I've been quite happy with these too. They're like, I don't know, 1/4 of the price of MIP. So yeah, MIP is nice, but I don't know. MIP bugs me because they don't even put, like, they make you like label them yourself and all this nonsense. And
I got the drive set. Well, it's similar. I get mine from Hobby King.
like, why can't they just etch on it what size it is?
Mm.
I don't know. Oh. Sure, we'll all do that.
Yeah, everyone at the same time now.
I'll mute.
Mine just don't got a, I don't know what the hell kind of bit I got in there. Looks like a star bit, but I guess it fits, so it must work.
Oh, and where's a good place to get metric drill bits from, guys? Because like although everything in all the RC car stuff's in metric sizes, like 5mm shafts, 6mm shafts, but everything sold in the hardware stores, like when it comes to drills, is all in imperial sizes. And like I ask in Home Depot, have you got any metric drill bits? And it's like, you know, you're talking alien language to them.
Oh, really? What about Harbor Freight?
That's what I wondered about. That's what they are. Hence me asking. Just to say where would people recommend? Yeah,
you'll probably find them Harbor Freight. I mean, in Canada we have something called Princess Auto, which is essentially a clone of Harbor Freight.
Yeah,
and yeah, you can find anything there for tools.
Yeah, are you looking for a drill or the drill bits?
Well, what it is I bought that pillar drill that you see in the corner sometimes in my videos, but I've shifted that around. I've redone all that workshop. If you've seen in the next few days, the shelf's gone. All that back wall's been painted, tidied all the light wiring up and everything, so it's looking much better. And I've got a Velcro strip running along a batten on the wall, so I can change the banners around, just not on taking the Velcro on there. But on that pillar drill, I got that pillar drill from Harbor Freight. It was like $52, and I got 20% off coupon, so it was like $42 or something with the tax, I think. But I didn't think to pick up any drill bits, as I just assumed everywhere would sell metric drill bits, but nowhere sells metric drill bits.
Oh, that's
you go to a local hardware shop.
That's definitely a USA problem.
Yeah, but I've got the paddle tires today that I've been running on the granite. And they're ones from a Stampede, but Stampede ones with the Traxxas, they've got the 12mm hex. So you think, well, to run them on the granite, you just fit them, you know, a Traxxas 12mm hex onto the granite. But the Traxxas have got a 5mm axle, and the granite and the Armors, the 3S ones, have got a 6mm axle.
Yeah,
and I need the drill to drill out every one of the hexes. You know, you're only talking $1 for 4 hexes.
How about the ProTech ones, speed bits?
That was my plan, Rich. I wanted to run these granite tires on my Rustler. So you're saying the hexes won't fit? It should work, because these ones will be the bigger hexes, right? Won't they just fit on the tracks?
You have to get the Duratrax.
Yeah, you might have the problem, John, that the tires wanting to wobble a bit because you could use the Armor hex on it on the tracks that will fit. But you're then fitting a 6mm wide hex.
Yeah, it's going to be wobbly.
So you might maybe a couple of little shims under there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Same problem I would have. Same problem I had in reverse, if you like. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we were trying to figure out at the hobby shop when I was getting tires for that big rock. He said it was kind of weird because it stepped up from a 5mm to a 6, like it was.
Oh.
Like it was kind of key, and that's why guys were taking and getting that Duratrax. I got the part written down, but those work to swap from 14mm hexes to 12mm hexes.
Yeah, so I was going to fit them too. I was going to do like John was saying, and fit the granite ones on the Rustler.
Yeah,
give more momentum.
Like
flips and things. But then I fit those MIP drive shafts, and I hadn't realised when I was starting out the video saying the mods I was going to be doing. The MIP drive shafts have got a keyed hex that locks on the outside of it and things. Yeah. So you've not got the opportunity to put the Armor hex on with those MIP drive shafts I fitted. Hence the Badland purchase. But they seem to be pretty good though. So
take a deep breath, Richie.
Yeah. I did chew up my spur. So my pinion, I didn't tighten my pinion down. I guess the pinion slipped off, and I chewed up my spur. This is still the mega stuff. This is the 48 pitch, not the 32 pitch gears. So I don't know. It's rough. It might still work. One side is still good. I don't have a spare.
Oh, look who rocked up, Mr. CCXRC.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
I got dirt. He says I got dirt. That like got milk or who's got the beef?
Hey, Lewis, he got his sweater from his mother because he actually commented on my video. I said Santa gave you a sweater.
Oh,
he got it from his mum. He asked because he asked about your sweater.
Oh yeah, yep. Santa Claus didn't bring it to me. Mom did.
Mrs. Claus.
Yes. Lewis got a paper clip from Santa.
A paper clip.
I don't know. That's what he put. He's one of them weird ones. Gotta stay away from that guy. He's not all right in the head.
Who?
No, it's Lewis. Just busted Lewis's job.
Yeah.
What time is it there, Richie? It's pretty early in the morning there, huh?
No, it's 7:49 p.m. No,
Yeah.
I'm in.
You're nighttime. You're nighttime now, aren't you? Yeah.
Sunny California. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
you're
like
in
3 hours.
California.
Yeah.
7.
Because you got the Pommy accent going there, brother. Thought you were in the UK. I thought you were in the UK.
No. Funny,
You moved to America.
a lot.
You moved to America.
In New Jersey for 5 years, and then moved over here in January. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And you're going back to the UK, bro. I bet you don't miss the weather.
No. All that 20% VAT. Yeah.
Yeah. Your what is it?
What's that tax? 20% tax?
Your summer's like our winter.
Yeah. Yeah, 20% sales tax. So on top of it, in the UK, you see people complaining about the price of armors and armor and tractors in particular in the UK, because they're more in pound sterling than they are in dollars in general anyway. Plus you've got the 20%.
Then add 20%.
Yeah.
Well, we're at 13% in Canada. What are you in California?
7.2, 7.3, something like that. Yeah.
I shouldn't generalize because in one of the western provinces it's like 5, but most of Canada is 13.
Yeah.
What, sales tax?
Yeah.
We got 6% sales tax here.
Yeah, it's like more in New Jersey. I think it was like into double digits there. I can't remember what it was, but it was certainly more than 7. Yeah.
So I get so excited when I'm shopping on Amazon, and I always check to see if it's going to charge tax or not, because it's weird. Some things you put in your Amazon cart, it doesn't put tax on it. Like those 4S batteries that I got, those HRB batteries, no tax.
Oh
yeah.
Does that come from where it ships from?
I have no idea. I can't figure it out.
I know the same thing, that I live in Texas, and some stuff gets taxed and some stuff doesn't. But I think the stuff that gets taxed is the stuff that ships from Texas, because they have a bunch of warehouses here in Texas.
Yeah. Maybe.
Do you make commission off? Sorry, John. You put links in your description, Amazon. Do you make commission off those links?
Heck yeah, that's why they're there. Yeah. Yes, I do.
For sure. Tony says that he's got dirt for jumps, so he must be tearing up his backyard or something. Making some.
I'll just be happy when I'll just be happy with Tony when he lands on one of my videos. Mate, you're a ghost on my channel, Tony.
Oh my goodness.
I'm in the East Bay.
I always got to give
content creators don't have time to watch.
What about you, John? Where are you?
I'm making videos. I don't get time to watch them.
Yeah. You all got the same excuse.
Yep.
Mate, my videos are lucky to go 3 minutes. No
Okay.
excuse. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Well, my new video was only like a minute and what is it?
Honestly, it's probably not hitting my sub box because I don't watch you enough. Because I don't I always check, usually daily. I check my sub feed, and I don't recall seeing anything from you. When did you post it?
Last night.
Okay. No, I haven't seen it yet.
No worry. You're busy. I'm not telling you to go on my channel, John. I don't tell anyone to go on my channel. They're busy.
So, John, you got that influencer account thing, right?
On Amazon, yeah. But you don't need that to start. They offered that to me because I made enough sales, I guess.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
I tried it and they denied me.
well, for the influencer thing, they probably did, but you can get the affiliate links. You can
Yeah, I
get
did
on
that.
Yeah, you can get the affiliate stuff.
You know how long it took me to figure out what the influencer was called? I was looking for storefronts, and I was looking for all this stuff.
Well, it's fairly new. It's like it just maybe last fall they came out with that, and it was really like a soft launch. You really couldn't do much with it. Now they finally have added it where you can like manage your own storefront and organize it and stuff. So it's getting better, but I have no way.
Like the GearBest sort of thing, similar thing.
Well, no, it's a little bit different in that it allows you to control your own Amazon store page. But you're not selling anything directly. You're just posting the stuff that you like and that you think other people would like too. So you make commissions off that if they sell.
Because you got to post their link all over the place when you do that sort of thing.
But I have no way of knowing if I'm making a sale off of my influencer page or off of a direct affiliate link to a product. I think most of the time people just click the one link, and then as long as they don't click another affiliate link, anything they buy within 30 days, that person gets the commission to. So that's how that works. So it works passively a lot of the time. It's nice. It's not much. I mean, it can be a lot if you're huge, but for me, it's not much.
Anyone know where
I
you can
just
get
started the affiliate account like a week or so ago.
Anyone know where you can get Proline Badlands MX28s? Someone's asking in the chat.
Yeah, Amazon. I'll put the. I'll find the.
Richie will give you an affiliate link.
I'll find the link. It weren't too bad. I thought I bought the bigger ones and the MX38s when I had the eRevo 2, and they were quite expensive. But these were $35 a pair, and I think the 38s were close on $60 or $70 a pair.
They're the 17mm hubs, ain't they?
What size did he need?
No, on the MX28, Steve, they're 12 mil. But on the MX38s, you're right, they're 17 mil on the 38s.
Okay. Well, because I thought that don't they come in 17 too though? Because when if you use that Duratrax part and then the hot racing extension, oh yeah, it is 12mm for the 28s.
Kane Sample says he has the MX28 with the 17mm.
Let me give that a moment. Give me a weird emoji.
Neck Cruiser beat you to it.
I put in a really weird emoji though. Rushing.
What are they actually worth?
They're about $35 for two.
That's US dollars.
Yeah, with the rims and tires though. So you're looking at like $70 for all four. They're already mounted, glued.
They do them for the ones I got for the Rust. I'm guessing maybe for the 2-wheel drive. But they do front and rear ones with different part numbers, and the offset appears to be slightly different. But when I looked at the outer measurement, the total wheel width, the wheelbase, not the wheelbase, the width of the car from wheel to wheel was exactly the same as what it was before. So the wider bit of the tire is going onto the inside of the car, if that makes sense.
Which ones do I have?
Scott busting out the glasses. Which ones do I got?
3.8 is the ones I have. I've never mounted them yet.
Where'd you get that for the Techno MT?
Yeah, for the MT.
What tires do you have on it now?
Regular. I've been running Truggy tires on it.
Oh.
It handles so much better than those backflips. It actually turns now. It was my biggest problem because I tried to run that little track in my backyard, and it just can't take the turn. It won't turn.
This claim's saying $100 with 17mm conversion.
Get a case of them. That's a good deal.
What is it? $100.
No, it's $100 with 17mm conversion for those Badlands.
Not positive.
So you know what I walked away from tonight was a my hobby shop was pushing it to me pretty hard, which I was surprised at. Dancing Rider.
Really?
Yeah, it was on sale for Boxing Week, but it was only like $10 off. It was like $129.99, but there's no electronic speed control included, and they didn't have one that would work with it in stock. So I was like, man, I
think Frank told me you were coming and wanted to push it on you.
Oh, yeah, because I was like, I don't know, guys. I was kind of interested in the Kong head. They were like, oh, you don't want the Kong head, just be bouncing all over the place. That's not fun. Get a Dancing Rider. You can run it on the on-road carpet track. I was like, ooh, yeah, that's true. I could.
Yeah, next time we go up to Larry's for the on-road carpet track for practice, I want to bring up the 3 Dancing Riders.
I think that would be really fun video to see something like that with the Dancing Riders on the track. That would be really good.
Yeah,
I actually saw the Dancing Rider. That's the trike one, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I saw a video. Somebody RC Moo. You guys ever watch his channel?
Yeah.
They had a race, and everybody was racing those. It was kind of
in Japan, they're big. If you look on some of their videos, they're quite a cult thing, and people do them up with like those little jeepney things with all the little lights and little bits of tint. Really customize them, and they're really big on racing them in Japan. For sure.
Racing has a bunch of aluminum hop-ups for the thing too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Did you see the new? They're like Mini Z, like the Kyosho Mini Zs. They're $199.99 for them. They're a 1/32 size, and it looks like a Dancing Rider but smaller. And they come brushless. They come RTR or with the kit with all the electronics. But people are starting to race them. They just came out.
What are they called again, Steve?
Who makes it?
It's like a Mini Z. It's
who makes it?
I'm trying to think. Something racing. Let me see. I think I wrote it down here somewhere. What the hell was it?
Hey, Gabs.
I know I wrote it down because I looked them up.
GL Racing?
Huh?
GL Racing?
GL Racing, yep.
GL. Oh, okay.
I just Googled Mini Z alternatives, and that was one of the things that's popped up, or somebody's chatting about it. Yeah.
Eddie was asking if any of us do vintage stuff. The cars that are hanging up on the back wall are my vintage ones. So those are 90s, like mid-90s Traxxas. But that's the oldest RCs I have. I got rid of my first ones from the 80s. Yeah. What do you guys have for vintage stuff?
I don't have anything. I just got started.
Yeah, a lot of you guys are so new you don't have any vintage.
I got re-releases.
Yeah.
Grasshopper, Lunchbox, stuff like that. But nothing
vintage. I've got my Stadium Blitzer, which I got recently for really cheap.
Speaking of those Tamiya re-releases, like if you were to set one down side by side, the old one and the new one, is there a way to obviously tell? Like,
Lewis will tell you there is, because he's got that wild one that's original, and then he's got the wild one that's the re-release, and I don't know. He knew the difference on the box, but I don't know.
Okay.
What the difference?
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, John, and we were saying about the World Willy, and I think it was Filthy Co said that the World Willy 2 is different from the World Willy, because I picked this one up to this is my winter restoration project. That's one of the original World Willys.
Okay.
Needed.
Oh yeah, that looks. Well, I don't know what the new one looks like, but that one does look like has some metal on it or something, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think some of you know, John probably does, Steve, Scott. I've got my vintage, well, they're collectibles now. I've got my Effigy. I've got my 1979 A9X Brock Tirana. I've got the GT XU1 1972 Tirana, which is a LH. And I've got the Brocky 1980 VC Commodore touring car. They're all, well, so vintage, especially the old Tirana 1972. The Effigy is a Concepts car, which is, they're all these now are discontinued. So they're going up in price, bang. But I'm lucky I've got 2 Effigies now, which I got one for a bargain recently. But all the rest of them, and I got, until John cut me off, I got the Stadium Blitzer for, I think it was $130. I'm joking, John, you know that. I think I bought it for $130. And what else have I got? I've got the FJ40. That's kind of vintage if you go 1970s, which is the Toyota Cruiser. What else have I got? That's about it, really. But the touring cars are probably going to be the most expensive out of the whole lot.
Did you guys see JD Pastel's video?
It's not vintage.
It's not vintage. Yeah, Evo vintage. I go, dude, Evo 1.0 is not vintage. He's like,
he made it vintage.
He's like, old. I'm like, no. Evo's not a vintage.
Actually, I did. Yeah, I bit my tongue on that. I did see it, and I was like, I should say something. And apparently, you guys did for me.
Yeah, I told him. I said, that ain't vintage. He's like, but it's old. I'm like, but it ain't vintage.
Yeah. So what year did the Evo first come out?
It's over just over 10 years old, because just before I left New Jersey, Jim in the model shop, I was talking about MSI, what should I buy next? I said, what about an e-Revo? And he said, well, it's 10 years old, Rich. It's quite an old car, but it's probably been done to death on YouTube. And he said, I just wonder if there's a new one coming out this next year. And I thought, he said it with conviction. They obviously didn't know there was one coming out then. Yeah. And then, like 3-4 months later, they released one. So that's how I know it's a decade old. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, far from vintage.
But I do wonder what the next thing Traxxas might be reworking, because if you notice the Summit keeps on, it's not for sale more of the time than it is for sale.
Oh,
it regularly, it's out of stock for like weeks and weeks at a time. There's no stock either on Amazon or on the Traxxas site.
Oh,
and I do wonder if that's probably about the same age, and I wonder if they're going to bring out a new one.
Well, it's the exact same chassis as the Revo, so they should be able to do a Summit 2.0 off of the new 2.0 chassis.
Oh. I not realizing that. Yeah. Huh.
What happened? Landon Jackson. I thought the guy's name was Chris that asked you.
Got 2 accounts. You got 2 accounts.
Oh, Landon Jackson. I thought he was joking with me, saying, "Can you hear me now?" Again. I thought he was just repeating Chris or whoever that was.
Well, you're on the up, Steve. That's 2 stalkers you've gained in one night.
No, it's still the same person. He's got split personalities.
I was just going to say, do both of them have that same conversation with their own doctor?
That's funny. Oh, well. Not really hurt me. Who's Team Vega now? Uh-oh. Is this a third one? I didn't know the difference between brushed and brushless. Laugh out loud. Hey, everyone's got to learn some. I didn't know it before, too. That's how you learn.
Yeah, I like respond on the comments. Sometimes I like respond quite quickly. Like somebody, like I used to have an E610 per rock crawler, and somebody said, "Great truck, love your videos. Can I go and fit a brushless? Can I go and fit a lipo battery to this car?" And was like straight away, "No, don't go and fit it." And they said, "I'm new to RC," because I was thinking, they're going to go out, see my video, and not realise that mine needs a brushless conversion on there. Fit a lipo to the car, and then the new toy is going to disappear in smoke. So it was like quite quick on there and said, no, you need to be aware that if you change it to brushless, you need these bits as well. So
yeah, someone the other day asked me, what is better, 2S lipo or 3S lipo? I was like, well, 3S is faster. And he
Yeah.
responded back, so 3S is better, 3S is faster. I just put, yep.
I was asking that exact same question at the hobby shop today when I was in there. The guy was like, well, it was about an eRevo 2.0 the guy wanted. He's like, should I buy 4S or 6S batteries? I was like, well, I chimed in. I was like, if you want to break less parts, run 4S.
Yeah, especially if they're brand new to the hobby.
Yeah. He seemed, I don't know. He was looking for a deal, but he was trying to get the Traxxas batteries. So I don't know.
If you want to have fun, go over to that Facebook Traxxas / group. Holy cow.
What, the 30,000 strong / 4x4 group?
Yeah, have you ever been in there?
Yeah, I'm on there.
Yeah.
There's some crazy questions in there. And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the only videos they have are crashing videos. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's probably because most people start off with
With a slash, yeah.
Well, now that the granites are cheaper in price, I'm sure a lot more people are going to start off with them.
Oh yeah. If people are asking me what they should get as like a starter, I'm saying granite 4x4, for sure.
Yeah, quite a few people on my channel have commented and they bought the first granite on the basis of watching it on my videos. On it, it's interesting to note, John, that you were saying you've been busting the plastic shafts on the Rustler. Yeah, I'm still on there, and people say, "Oh, on my when I was running mine with the 5700 kV motor that I'd got on it and 6S, people still writing, "Oh, goodbye drive shafts." Nothing on that shaft.
Yeah, you haven't broken one. You haven't broken one on like 5700 3S. I haven't broken one yet, and I put a VXL 3S in mine. Those Arma plastic drive shafts are super strong.
Back in a second, somebody's just knocking at the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm extremely disappointed in those Traxxas new drive shafts. I mean, Arma has them handily beat on drive shaft strength. And I do want to see if I can actually like bolt those on. If the Arma drive shafts will fit on the Rustler, I will absolutely do that. But I need to see if that'll work.
Yeah.
Because so far I've broken an axle every single run.
I haven't, not yet, but I haven't ran mine that much, so knock on wood over here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking it, I am running 3S hard, but I shouldn't be blowing an axle every run.
Let's see, here's a question. What's the best RC for bashing? Company, keep up the great work, guys. You are teaching me a lot. Thanks for
Traxxas / can't go past them. That's my opinion.
Well, we got one for Traxxas /. I know John's going to say the Arma granite.
But yeah, but for reliability and that, you can't go. I mean, for the price too, I don't know, if you're a starter or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're new to the hobby.
I was going to say you can't race an Arma, but John does.
Yeah.
Not a granite. I mean, I race an Arma Typhon 6S, but I wouldn't recommend that to anyone as a starter.
No.
Yeah, no. You can certainly race their 6S vehicles. They're definitely like 8-scale breed vehicles. But yeah, if you like off-road stuff, I would say Arma Granite 4x4. Either one, brushed or brushless, are both good. But if you have the means, go brushless. And then if you like on-road cars, I've been extremely happy with my Fortec 2.0. I have broken nothing on that car. Nothing.
Nice. So,
and it has really nice metal axles on the Fortec.
Either
I don't know why
or Arma.
Yeah, one of the things on the granite as well, or on the granite and the Senton, is any of the jobs, like if you want to remove the motor and the drivetrain, change the motor over, change the gearing, that's like a 10-minute job.
Yeah, and I just did it.
are under 10 minutes each, so it's the easiest car I've got to work on by far.
Yeah, if you're new to RC, setting the gear mesh on a Slash 4x4, Stampede 4x4, any of those platforms, Rustler 4x4, it is hard. If you're new to RC, you will not enjoy that. Trying to change gears on the granite stuff, on the Arma stuff, it's all like preset for you, where you can't screw up the mesh.
They should do that with all. Well, the deer RC, the branded RC, they should do the same with all of them. They're all
Chris
set.
Jackson is back. Me have 2 accounts. We got a lot of people saying Granite in here. Tony, Axiomatic.
Tony loves his new Granite.
Right. There's
RC Funks Diversion.
Funks Diversion. I was just going to say that comment. Can you make the Granite go faster than 50 miles an hour? If you want to make it go faster than 50 miles an hour, save your $200 and buy the 6S Granite instead, or the 6S versions instead. If you're going to make it try and go faster, that you might as well go and get a 6S one of those cars.
Yeah, buy an Outcast.
Yeah.
Or a Creighton.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting so much more for just $200, and it's easy to, if you wanted to make it go up to like more than 50 miles an hour, you could probably throw another $100, couple of $100 at it without blinking an eye.
Enoch Baker says, what do you guys think about the Red Cat shredder? If you're talking about the V2 shredder, I owned one of those, and it wasn't bad. It was big. It was an extended 8 scale, so it was a 6 scale, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, compared to a lot of Red Cat products that I don't like, that was one that I didn't mind owning. And for the price, for $329, I think it is, for a 4S 6 scale.
I'll tell you one that I looked at last week was down at JJ Customs that caught my eye. It looks very similar to the Armour Granite on the outside. That Red Cat Landslide XTE, and it takes up to 4S on there. Yours for $299, and it looks very, very good for the money.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk good about the Landslide.
It caught my eye for sure. I was like, whoa, that takes 4S, and there's an awful lot of metal in it. Yeah.
Red Beard RC says Creighton $500 all day. Yep, that's what I went with, was the Creighton.
Yep.
Steve, read Lewis's comment, Lewis LP's comment out to John.
Where is it at here?
Where is it? I have chat open too. I'm just not paying attention to it.
All right, okay. Sorry, John.
Where is it?
That Fortec to me. I'll break it for you.
I don't know. I've had mine. I got it into a 60-mile-an-hour crash, and I didn't break it. So how fast do you have to go?
Trog SCX10, mate, if we're going to go for the trail side of things.
Oh, yeah, crawlers. Yeah, what would you recommend for crawler?
Well, SCX10.
I'd buy what's not available yet, the new Gen 8, the Red Cat Gen 8.
Yeah, but for reliable, you go SCX10, right? No, I've had no problems with
Gen 8 should hit the shops late on next week.
I've seen RC Driver Online already got himself one.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Is it a good video? Does he?
Yeah.
Grab it a lot?
It's about a half hour long, but he gives you time points. But I sat there and watched the whole thing because he went over a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I mean, he opened up the transmission and showed the gears, everything.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I should watch that. Nice. Because I am quite interested. Although I don't know. I don't crawl much, but I do really like that Gen 8.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, but I don't crawl as much as I wish I could. But I mean, I do have portal axles on the TRX4.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I was to be able to go out and walk around through the woods and shit, I might want to change up crawlers every once in a while. But the amount of crawling I'm going to be able to do is just that courses or whatever. I think.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard for you to get into the good spots where crawling is
right.
challenging.
Drog343 says, are you guys only recommending basher style RCs for newbies? What if they want to get in with trailing or scale modeling?
Yeah, that's what we just talked about.
Okay.
I said SCX10.
Yeah. SCX10 too.
You never had an SCX10, John?
No, I have not. I've not owned any axial. I've never owned any axials. I've never owned any Losies. Never owned any associated.
I don't touch Losi, mate. I'm just not a fan. For the price, I'm just not a fan, mate. They're just so expensive.
I was going to say,
I know their petrol trucks are pretty good now. The new ones that they're bringing out, because I saw one in the hobby shop, and
yeah, I was going to say
one of the wheels are huge on those things.
There's some like Losey's all over the place, but some of them are really, really good.
Yeah, I was wondering what's the Super Rock Ray go for where you are, John?
Well, I tried looking it up. Is it $7.99 US or $7.99 Canadian? I don't know.
$7.99 US.
Oh yeah, so that's at least $1,000 here.
Wow.
So, yeah, so I don't know. I figured I just picked up the UDR. I figure it's so similar. I'll just work with the UDR. And if I don't like how the UDR handles, I'll do the open diff rear axle mod. Because the Super Rock Ray has a limited slip rear diff, right? It's not fully locked rear end, is it?
Oh, I would say it appears to be locked.
Oh, it does.
Certainly by the handling. I tested it top speed out today, and I shot that on video. And I was driving it back to the car, and I started to like give it the beans, so to give it the full beans on the way back to the car, turning it hard, roll, and every time that rear end would traction roll. You wouldn't want to run it. You would get very, very frustrated running it on blacktop all the time. It's high speed. It spends most of its time on its back. On loose stuff, just crazy.
Yeah. I've got that school nearby, and it's got a lot of gravel. It's got like a gravel oval, so I figure that would be good for the UDR. But we'll see. I mean, if the rolling over problem is really annoying, I'll likely open up that rear diff.
The looser the surface you run it on, the less of a problem it is. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to get it out this weekend. We just got an ice storm, so everything's like a sheet of ice right now. It would be perfect for ripping the UDR.
I was going to say,
you got your Rams, John. Ramp it, mate.
You just would be
I've never run any of my cars on asphalt except for one time I went to a skateboard park.
Yeah,
but none of my cars have ever been off dirt except for that one time.
See you, Mike.
Good night, Honey Lulu. Thanks for stopping.
Bye, Honey Lulu. You and Wayne.
I think someone asked what's our favorite servo. I think I heard good things about reefed servos and Savox.
Yeah, well, those are really good premium servos, but I think by now we all have that Amazon special.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, if you want to get an Amazon special, they're only $20, not even $17, 20 kilogram servo. Too many Phillips screws, but I like mine. What is RC Trailcats talking about?
Gotta be Tamiya if he's talking about Phillips screws.
Eddie Bottom says, yes, the drones are getting a lot of bad publicity in the UK.
It depends what people are doing with them. That's the problem. You're going to get morons that go near airports and all that sort of stuff. Of course they're going to get,
apparently that wasn't even a drone now. They just, they freak out, saying it's a drone, and then it wasn't or something. I don't know.
Look,
that's happened a few times. It's like, oh, we spotted a drone at 10,000 feet. No, you didn't. It's like, what batteries can survive at 10,000 feet?
It wasn't. Have you anybody seen any of the videos where some of these guys literally take the drone up as straight up as high as they'll go? And I think those go to about 8,000–9,000 feet, and that's the limit of safely getting them down on the battery.
The price of my favorite RC vehicle is about $1,000 for the X-Max.
Oh, that's officially your favorite, is it?
One of my favorites.
I've got my pile of broken crap down here on the floor, and X-Max is X-Max is great, but yeah, I did break it.
I like them all. I mean, the UDR is cool in its own special way, and then your 10th scale vehicles always could bash them, and then the Creighton's just a beast, scale. So I mean, I think the Creighton is probably my favorite to jump because you can just launch that thing and control it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that recently too. Of I really need to do like a collection update of before the new year or whatever. But Yeah, I think Creighton has quickly rise to the top of my heap of just fun bashers. It's one of the strongest, and it seems to have like that ideal power to weight ratio where it's just vicious because it's 6S and it doesn't weigh a whole lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really impressed with my Creighton.
Yeah,
really.
I do wonder whether, as I think I said 3 months ago, that I predict Armour will bring out an 8S X-Max rival within 6 months. So I'm thinking by March we might see something from Armour because it's got to be coming.
I hope so. Everyone's like, you look at their groups, and every time they tease a new model, everyone's like, "Yay! It's finally a 5th scale. It's an 8S."
That's what they thought about the Big Rock.
Yeah, I know. It was and the Notorious too.
Well, they took a dip when the Hobbyco thing happened, and you couldn't get any spares for quite a few months with them.
Yeah.
Now they're on the up, and now they've got to be getting good cash coming in from all the sales of the 3S BLX range. So that's got to be, you would think, being folded back into something to take the battle, because they'd love to put one over on Traxxas for sure, wouldn't they? With an rival.
I still think I do want to get to Notorious though, because that thing, man, it's just a stunt machine. It's a stunt truck, you know.
Yeah.
So when Hobbyco bought out, or Horizon bought out Hobbyco, they didn't buy all of the lines, did they?
I think most of the things that most they did, because they took on, because people were there, oh well, it's fine if Hobbyco busts because they always treated me badly. And I'm thinking, yeah, you won't be saying that when you can't get spares because your Axial have gone bust.
Wow.
You know, because that's what you would have been talking about if they everything had gone to the wall. Armour going to the wall, Axial going to the wall. Think of, you know, the RC world would be fairly small from then on, wouldn't it? With, you know, major names like that going.
Yeah. It was a little unclear about how many brands Horizon actually picked up, but as far as I know, anything that was killed off before Hobbyco sold. So things like Team Durango was killed off before the official bankruptcy terms. And yeah, everything else, as far as I know, survived.
Okay. So Beretta and all that stuff still available?
I haven't even heard of that. What's that? Oh yeah, the Terra is definitely still available. Yeah.
Okay.
They killed off some of the Duratrex stuff. Like, I can't find any parts or anything from my buggy.
That's why I wonder what Horizon is going to do, because now they have duplicate brands that do the same thing. It's like they got Viterra and they got Axial, and now they've got ECX and they've got Arma. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they won't. I can't see him killing off Axial. You've got things like Axial Fest got such a cult following.
Yeah. No, I would prefer that they kill off their own old brands that they had that weren't as good. Like, I would rather see Viterra and what's the other one I just said? ECX. I'd rather see them go away.
Hey, John or Richie, don't you have a V-Car Bison?
No, I've got the JLB Cheetah.
Oh, okay. Someone was asking.
I think he's pretty similar. Sorry, was somebody asking? Oh, so right.
Someone was asking about how about the V-Car Bison?
Yeah, the JLB Cheetah. I've not done that much with it so far. The rear wing broke off the second time I was bashing with it, and that took the wheelie bar with it. And then I went out with it the other day to do like another bashing video with it, and drove up one bank, drove back down about 15 meters, and then the thing just stopped and died. And I've no idea what's wrong with it. So I've got to take that apart. Yeah.
Tony has the V-Car Bison.
Yeah.
Does your Cheetah have the Hobby Wing electronics in it, or the no-name China electronics?
I think the no-name one probably. Mine's not the 120 amp one. Mine was the 90 on there. But it's still supposedly 4S capable, and it's very quick. Yeah. It's got a lot of metal in it. Even though the one thing I've got is on the side to fit some new drive shafts, because the front ones after the first run were like wobbling round and pushed it too hard, and they've got both the front drive shafts were curved.
Oh, you bowed them? Oh, yeah. Wow.
They bowed them. And I wasn't really doing anything to push it that hard. But then somebody else said, oh, the front drive shafts will go. And I thought, oh, they actually, I didn't comment on it in the video, but they'd already gone. And so I thought, glad I'm not alone. Yeah.
Yeah, I found my
Yeah,
cheater got really floppy, really
I'm
quick.
heading off, guys. I'll see you later. Happy New Year, John. Richie, nice to meet you, mate. Always a pleasure, mate.
All right,
mate.
Jack, want to hang out, Jack?
Evo,
thanks.
I'll see you next year. Have a good time, fellas.
See you later, Jack.
All the best.
Night.
Later, RC Trail Cats, if you're still here. 20 amps. What is? I'm trying.
Oh, he was asking what's the difference between a 100 amp and a 120 amp ESC, and then everyone started saying 20 amps.
Oh yeah, one's more powerful than the other.
Yeah,
Oh,
it just means that it can take more draw without blowing up.
Oh, somebody wrote on a comment on one of my videos yesterday. Said, "What would you recommend? All-wheel drive or four-wheel drive?" I was there like, how do I respond politely to that?
Say yes, I would.
I just wrote something quite polite. Oh, either would be. I think they will be the same in RC terms. Like,
say, I don't get the riddle.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand how some people get confused by that because, yeah, some brands market it as all-wheel drive and others say 4x4.
Four-wheel drive.
Yeah, or four-wheel drive, yeah.
Yeah, I tend to think of like four-wheel drive vehicles when you're buying up like a full-size auto, like four-wheel drive is all four wheels permanently being driven. You know, like on some of the Land Rovers, things like that, where the four-wheel drive's all the way there, whereas my Merc's is more all-wheel drive because it's mainly front-wheel drive, and then if the back loses, if they lose traction, then within like 0.003 of a second or something, it fires the power to the rear wheels. But in the main, it's just front-wheel drive, right? So they call that all-wheel drive. But in RC cars, there's not that kind of same.
Well, the MO5 I got is a FWD front-wheel drive. It don't stand for four-wheel drive. Maybe you got confused that way.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, did you order that, what is it, the Toyota race car looking thing? The Tamiya? The
buggy road?
No, it's the on-road car. It's rear-wheel drive. It's part of the 3 new things they came out with. They came out with the Bagheera, the Diamond Head, and then that car. Did you order one of those cars?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
I don't know when they're supposed to come out. I don't know if it was.
I thought they were all launching around like now, but yeah, so far only the Bagheera seems to be out. Although, well, the Dynahead is too, but only in select markets it seems.
Yeah, I think Axiomatic got the Dynahead, and then he said that he ordered the Bagheera.
Oh, he's already got his Dynahead?
Yeah, I believe he did an unboxing of it.
Oh, well, guess I missed that one.
Yeah, I think so. Because I know that we were supposed to get these from Tamiya like a couple weeks ago. And they kept saying, Tamiya says that they shipped them, at the end of the week or whatever. And it ended up taking a couple weeks to get there.
Richie, you ran your 4x4 on a 6S battery the first time?
Yeah, if you remember, I did one of the original Armour Granites, and I converted that to running with a Castle.
Oh, on the Mamba X.
Yeah, with the Mamba X on there, and ran that on 6S, and it still didn't break anything. The only thing that ever broke was the rear input diff shaft, which I think just about everybody's broke when it went on to brushless. And I emailed Armour after 3 days and said, look, you need to address this because this is going to break when people convert it to brushless. And I got the, oh yeah, we'll consider it. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking, no, you really should do it.
and they did, but like every one of those trucks is broken as soon as you add a little bit more power to it.
But once I changed those, that's the only thing that's ever gone on it.
Yeah.
And then bizarrely, it broke on the high KV brushless setup I put in there, not on the gruntier like 3,500 kV one. It was absolutely fine. Never broke the input shaft on that. But as soon as I went to high KVs, which you would think, develop all the power high up in the rev range, so you wouldn't think you'd get the problems with that. But it's snapping on launch. But that's exactly what it did. Yeah.
So,
A couple of weeks ago, I went to a local RC drag race because I kind of wanted to get an idea if I could put a different body and tires on one of my cars and go run, but that ain't gonna happen. Those guys are running 4 and 6S and like slashes. How do they keep drive shafts in those things?
Got to be heavily upgraded. Yeah,
They're
they're probably running X duties or Techno or anything else that's not a Traxxas drive shaft.
What a lot of the cars there were Traxxas.
The XL1 drive shafts are supposed to hold up. Ask Richie.
Yeah, well, I run on my Vortec 2.0 VXL. I run the Traxxas CVD ones in there, and it wasn't because the originals kept breaking. It's because they kept dropping out, and like under load and things that I've just got, and the originals would just drop out. And after I lost the second one, and like trying to walk up and down the drive trying to find it, then I went for the CVD ones, and they can't possibly come loose. But I'm not snap one under power though. But
what vehicle is this? You're talking Vortec?
Yeah, on the Vortec. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I had to search long and hard for it because it refers to it in the Traxxas manual and then nowhere else in the Traxxas website. And I actually went on a chat with them and they gave me the part number on the chat to order. That was quite a while back because they kept referring to it as you can fit upgraded CVD shafts. And then it was nowhere was the part number appearing even as an option in the list of the ones for the car. So
interesting.
Yeah, if I'll send it.
Drop the dog bone into mine. I wouldn't think it has enough suspension movement to come out of the cup.
Yeah. No, mine went when I was doing donuts. Once with Ryan's car, which was rather inconvenient, as they'd only been out a week and there were no spares at all. So.
Yeah.
But he lent me his car, and he's like, "Oh, great, the drive shaft dropped out."
What is?
Hey, Steve, did you see Tony's comment in there about the link not working?
I'll email it to him now because I just emailed Keegan one because he asked for a link here.
Okay.
I didn't know Tony's email.
Jesse Williams has asked, "What's the oldest RC that still runs that you guys have?"
Say that again. I was reading.
Jesse Williams has asked, "What's the oldest RC that still runs that you guys have?"
1994 stadium truck, right there behind me.
Anyone else think that?
I did the math on that.
Yeah.
24 years?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It still has some parts on it that they still put in their new stuff today. Like the rear hub carrier, same part as the slash 4x4.
Really?
Crazy.
Does it matter if it's capital letters or does it have to be the exact same when you email someone?
Can you just copy and paste it, or you got to type it all out?
For an email address, I think email addresses are not case sensitive, so it doesn't matter on an email address.
Okay, I found them.
Hey, Kagan.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
So it worked for you? All right, Tony, I just sent you the link too.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Oh, why did someone just say see you, Jack, now? You must not be watching live.
Oh, I don't see. No, I don't. That was Tony. Said see you, Jack.
Yeah, but Jack left like 20 minutes ago.
There might be another Jack.
True.
2017 Stampede. That's Axiomatic's favorite RC.
A Stampede? A vintage Stampede?
I don't know. Chris Jackson asked me again what was my favorite RC vehicle when I said X-Max, and then Axiomatic said 2017 Stampede. Oh, that's his oldest running RC vehicle.
Oh, because he's so new. Because you guys are so new.
Yeah.
You got in and then you got hooked hard. Holy.
I got a to me a Cloudbuster, but it's a Super Cloudbuster, so I don't know what year it is.
What about you, Kagan? What's your oldest RC?
Mine was new in the kit when I got it, so
2015/Ultimate.
Still runs, but you don't run it?
Correct. Shelf Queen.
Slash Ultimate slash 4x4 Ultimate?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was my first RC.
One like Tony just got one of those.
I don't know how my Tony's just calling my laptop or my iPad for some reason.
Oh.
Did that not work for, or that link that I sent you worked, so it should work for him.
Yep.
Let me send it to him again. Change up the Team CCX RC. Compose new. CCX RC at Gmail. Was it not back in the chat still?
Email address?
No, the link.
The link.
I looked back, I didn't see it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that here, and then I'll do it on the link too. All right, on the Hangout. Here we go. Hopefully, I don't get no jokers in here. All right, so I sent you an email, and then I posted it in the chat too. So there. Hopefully that works. Let me turn this back on YouTube.
Somebody's charging batteries.
Yeah, that was me.
I would have bet $1 on that one.
Yeah, and I don't know why I'm even using that charger. It's when I bought the X-Max, I got 2 Traxxas ID chargers, and I started using them because I usually leave my 4-port like in its travel area ready to go with all of its leads and whatnot. So I started using the Traxxas ones, but man, in order to get them in like the way where like a normal hobbyist can actually control what it's doing, it's like you either have to do like this weird button combination of weirdness, or on that one, it's the Bluetooth one. The only way that you can get it into advanced mode where you can run it to charge it on whatever settings you want is through the app. So I have to like pair it with my phone first, configure it, and then I can start it.
Oh, wow.
And then now it's, so now here, I'll show you. Now it's charging, and it's like, here's what it's doing.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
As long as the Bluetooth connection works, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, there must be a way that you can do it from the buttons, but I haven't figured it out yet. The only way I can get it to like charge a non-Traxxas battery is using the app.
I got a Traxxas ID dual charger, and one channel died in less than a year.
Yeah. I still need to make that rant video because I've got 4 Traxxas batteries, all garbage now. So yeah, I want to talk about my problem with Traxxas ID technology.
Yeah, it's funny that in F&M Hobbies in New Jersey, the biggest single issue they had with any kind of warranty thing was Traxxas batteries. They really almost didn't like selling them because they got so many problems with the Traxxas batteries.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like you said, like your Fleurion had the balance port like come off, right?
Yeah,
well,
the wires just seem to, obviously one of the wires inside it must have just stopped connecting, or maybe come loose in the connector. But it was just all 3 going in 2 months.
Yeah. So yeah. I have two Traxxas batteries that are from 2012 lipos that are like right before they came up with ID, and I had that same thing happen where the balance lead is like completely broken off. And then my other Traxxas ID, I have 2 4S, the big boys for the X-Max, and the actual like leads that are inside of the connector where they go back into the battery They're not making a connection, so it gets no ID signal. So it has no idea what it is or how to charge it, which makes the battery instantly useless.
Yes, yeah.
I just got a call from Omar, I believe, on my tablet for Hangouts.
From Omar?
Yeah. Well, there was a bunch of names in there, but his was maybe that was Tony again trying to get in. There was a bunch of names and email addresses there.
I sent it through Gmail, and then I sent it through there we go. Send it through Hangouts itself. Because I read his comments, said that he kept getting that error 500 like he was before. Let's see here.
Yeah. Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
There you are. I made it now.
I've been trying to get on for like the last hour and a half, but
really that long?
Yeah.
Which one worked?
Error 500. Something's wrong with the little robot.
Which one worked? Because I sent it to you Facebook, then I sent it to you email, and then I sent it to you through Hangouts.
The phone call or whatever you just did right now, I got a phone call from you, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that was, but somebody called.
Yeah, it's from Google Hangouts.
Cool.
Well, glad you made it.
Late. I've been trying to get in. They need to figure that stupid thing out, man.
Oh, yeah. Being able to do it on mobile is a real pain.
Yeah.
Did you see the John Muppet?
The John Muppet?
Oh, I don't know if he has seen the John Muppet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hold on, let me present it so you can show everybody what this looks like.
I saw a close up on the other live.
The John Muppet. Got that for Christmas.
That's cool.
It's got a little remote control car and a controller.
Yep. Yeah. It's a twin stick though, you know, close enough.
That's cool.
I like the camera on your neck. That's a nice touch.
Yeah. Thought that was pretty good.
And then you got the Net Cruiser hat on.
Yeah, it's got the little logo. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not focusing. Focus.
Where'd you get that at?
So my wife just like put a ask out of like who can make something. Like she went for like an all homemade Christmas basically. So it was like, who can make something? Here's what my husband does. Please make something, and that's what they came up with.
Was it a Fiverr again? Fiverr.com?
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's my little mini me. So it'll show up in some of these live chats or in the background of some videos at some point. But yeah, so I got a little Muppet now.
Put a little noose around the neck, hang it from your Christmas tree next year. Christmas too, make a little ornament out of it.
Yeah, it's got a big base though. That's the base.
It's like a little mini me.
Yeah, so it's not exactly hangable.
I wonder how long she had to tell him ahead of time to make that for you.
I don't know. I think it was only a couple weeks, and then she was like, and then the lady was like, "Well, what does he like?" And she said, "Go look at his YouTube channel." And this is what she came up with.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Is that a Formula One car?
It is, yeah. Which I don't have one of those, but yeah, it is a Formula One car.
Well, now your wife needs to buy you one.
Yeah, really.
And those Tamiya Formula Ones.
Yeah, and we actually do race those, so that's like it's a sign. I guess they want me to start racing F1.
You racing tomorrow, John?
Sunday.
Sunday, okay. I got this weekend off, so
On road Sunday. I'm not ready for it, but will be. I don't know. I gotta fix a couple of cars, but I think I'm ready. Ready enough.
I gotta check and see when the mini Z races are, so I can figure out if I'm gonna pick one up or not.
Did you see this high quality battery that I bought today, Tony?
Oh yeah.
It's a little mini 3S.
20C?
It's so tiny. It's like
What's
for
that
crawling.
for?
What's that?
What's it going in?
Well, it'll be in my TRX4, but it's also going to be in my UDR to make it 6S with another little 3S I have. But yeah, it's the C rating that's the problem, but hopefully I don't puff it. We'll see.
Yeah, and the UDR, that might be a problem. The TRX4 should be fine.
Yeah, it should be a great TRX4, but to be honest, I mostly bought them so I could get those nice little adapters. It was like reasonably priced because it's a little 3S, but yeah, I really like these new adapters.
Yeah.
Because they're so, on the UDR, you have very little room for wiring. So having these adapters this small is good for that. Because the other ones that came with my other batteries are significantly, well, actually, it doesn't look that different, but it is. That little bit of a difference is enough to make it not fit well.
Huh. So it fits well in the UDR even? Because I was wondering about that. I was just in my hobby shop looking all around. I took my mom to the doctor.
The Venom ones fit perfectly in the UDR, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Omar is.
I'm the doctor, and it was right across the street from the hobby town. And so I said, if I'm this close to a hobby town, I got to go. So we went in, and I was wandering around the store, and the guy's like, well, one of the guys just comes up to me. He's like, so what RCs do you got? And I'm like, yeah, that's opening a can of worms right there, buddy.
Yeah. I had the same thing happen to me the other day. I walked into a hobby shop I've never been in before. He's like, so what do you have? I was like, oh, man, I don't know. I got over a dozen.
Yeah. So the owner of the local hobby towns was in there. He happened to be there. He's like, yeah, man, he's got a ton. You don't want to ask that question. So I ended up walking out with that drift car, which I didn't intend to get. But it was between that or an SMT-10 because they had a Gravedigger on the shelf.
Another
I
one?
have a lot of them, but if they're not going to make them anymore, I kind of wanted another one.
And that's what pulled me into that. Do I have the picture? Yeah, they had it in their front window. They had the Gravedigger, the axial Gravedigger. He wanted $400 Canadian for it plus tax. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have, but yeah, that was sitting in this front display window as you're walking down the street. That's the first thing you see.
Yeah, because they've stopped making the Max D version quite a few months back.
Yeah,
I think they're done with them both.
Yeah, they're both done.
I don't know, because our Hobby Town, it said discontinued on their website. I don't know if they accidentally put that there, because Axial still shows it on their site, and it just says that they're like out of stock.
Pretty sure Harley said they lost licensing for Gravedigger and Max
I'm
D.
okay with that as long as they keep making the chassis.
It's the same. They probably could have just lost the licensing because some on the Traxxas ones, when they stopped doing the different coloured bodies for the rally and things like that, the official bodies, that's due to them only licensing them for 2 or 3 years.
They can put a junky. They don't even have to put a body on it, in my opinion. Just sell it as a frame. That's a good point.
If they're stopping doing the Gravedigger as well, does that mean the Axial SMT-10 is then dead?
Probably, I don't know.
I think it is.
There's no other. That was the last one. When Max D's gone, Gravedigger's gone, so there's nothing else in that SMT-10 range.
Right, unless they just want to bring the black chassis out and let people do what they want with it. Because there's a lot of people here that race them.
Or doing SMT-10 too.
Yeah. I just think they need to turn it over to Arma.
I need to find it. Well, where's that monster?
Doesn't need a monster truck? Give it to Arma.
Yeah, like where's the Monster Jam license going? Because it really has been bouncing around a bunch of different brands over the last 10 years.
Yeah, it went to New Bright, and then it also, like, Hot Wheels lost it to Spin Master.
Oh, did they?
And so it sucks. You go into any of the stores here, you can't buy a monster truck toy in the stores.
Oh.
What they're doing looks awesome. They're much more scale, but they haven't hit the shelves yet. So we've been without them for months.
Yeah. you would think the rate that, say, Traxxas are banging new bodies out for things like the TRX4, there's obviously money in the bodies for these companies. Do you think they would maybe, with the Monster Jam line, they would have expanded it rather than retracted it, you know, so you could go and buy, you know, 10, 12 different bodies from the range?
Yeah, unless Axel just showed them that they were going to go more scale, and so they just jumped ship. You know, but I don't know, because those new Bigfoots that they got look sweet with the flames on the hood.
Yeah, that's a really nice looking body. I mean, it's by no means scale, but it's a cool kit.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't make that for the 4-wheel drive,
but that one's not Monster Jam license either, is it? That one's Bigfoot.
It's Bigfoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's their Bigfoot 1, but they put flames on the front on the hood. Sweet.
Bigfoot. Somebody was telling me Bigfoot's never been part of Monster Jam and never will be. It's some politics in the.
Yeah, they had to sell out the film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Bigfoot started what, late 80s, late 70s, early 80s, something like that.
Yeah. Cool.
Just trying to get Omar in here. Omar asked if he can join.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a night because I better go and put my daughter to bed, who's probably busy. Texting
All right, Richie.
Richie, man, thanks for coming in.
Happy New Year to everybody in advance. If I don't speak with everybody beforehand, anyway.
Night.
Right. Bye. Later, bud.
See ya.
Yeah.
American Meter.
Oh, Keegan's got a new bug body he's making up. Uh-oh.
You got Keegan?
Is he hiding it now?
What are you putting that on?
E-Revo.
For E-Revo?
Yeah. I have one for the Slash already, so I'm going to do one for the E-Revo too.
Yeah, okay.
The 2.0?
No, old one, the retro one.
Okay.
the vintage one.
The vintage one.
That's what I have. It's all good.
Right?
No, JD Bassel calling it vintage.
Yeah, we remember.
He did call it vintage, didn't he?
Yeah.
I saw his latest video.
We're not quite there yet.
Omar, what's your email address? I'll send it to you right from the Google Hangouts. Because he said that those links never work for him.
What is that green truck you got there, Tony?
This thing was almost up in flames yesterday.
Ooh.
My buddy Jeremy came over for 6 hours yesterday, and we worked on this stupid thing. Just trying to get the electronics in it. But it's Crawford Performance CPE Terminator chassis.
Wow.
Running Claude axles with dual brushless setup.
Holy.
See that rat's nest up there?
Yeah. So why did it almost go up in flames? What?
Well, we're trying to run it censored, but everyone kept saying buy these X-Car 120 amp ESCs by Hobby King, which I've never done. I almost always buy Castle. If I'm going to buy motors and ESCs, I almost always buy Castle. And the Castle setup was going to cost me $400, which I didn't know if I was even going to like this setup. So this was $200, and so it seemed like a much better deal. So it only runs 2S, and so these are 5.5 turn motors by Trackstar. Anyway, you can't reverse the motors using programming, so I had to swap the wires, and we tried to find an article that said how to do it, but we didn't apparently find the right one, and I mean, it literally got so hot, the wires, that it unsoldered itself from the motor.
Ooh.
It was smoking, and we went to grab it to unplug it. The wire was so hot, it hurt to like grab it. So, nothing was damaged, luckily, but we just are running it non-censored or uncensored right now. But I think I found where the diagram is. We swapped A and C and left B,
Yeah.
You have to go A to B, B to C, C to A. As far as if you want to do it censored. Anyway, it's crazy. And then you have to clip something, I guess, on the because you have to do a Y splitter for the receiver from the ESCs, and you're supposed to clip one of the wires. And anyway,
so it's weird for sensor wire because you're running two motors off of one ESC.
What was that?
It's weird because it's two motors off one ESC, is it?
No, two ESCs.
Oh,
two ESCs.
Yeah.
Oh, Omar's listening to us, I think.
No, I'm trying to get it to flip over. There we go. Holy cow.
There's two of you in here.
And there's two Omar.
Yeah, there shouldn't be. And I'm trying to get to that.
It's the matrix of Omar.
There you go.
So we started out by making this thing, which is a pain in the butt to solder it all together.
There we go. So much better.
Omar is evil.
Right? He's the one who's clean shaven. The good one has a beard. It's a little bit different in my world. That was weird.
Omar?
Absolutely nothing. You guys caught me after dinner. Actually, Tony caught me after dinner. And yeah, I came back and there's Tony and I was just chatting with him. He's like, "Oh, I'm trying to get in on the live chat." So I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll hop on too." So here I am.
Here we are.
What's been the big thing tonight? What's been going on?
We were talking about you two. You got here.
Talking about who?
Just kidding.
I hear.
We're still getting an echo. Oh, still getting a bad echo.
Yeah, I think Omar's a little hot.
I don't think the echo should be for me because I'm only on one device.
Do you have two open?
Do you have my what?
Do you have two things open? The Hangout and YouTube?
Oh, you know what? No, because I'm on a tablet. It's the weirdest thing. Whenever you guys reach out to me, it shows up on my tablet.
Yeah.
Are you still getting an echo from me?
Let's see.
Yeah, people talk. So
It's everyone except for you has an echo now.
Yeah, everybody except for you.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What happened to you turn your volume down? Not all the way up.
Take a look.
Oh, the other Omar's back.
Yeah, this is literally the only thing I have going on is this tablet. But
Is it? If you hang up and then come back in on it.
okay, I can try that.
All right.
it's been so weird, Scott, watching this video all night and not seeing the black behind you.
Yeah, the different background. Each week he's getting better. He's getting better microphones, and now he's getting better back areas.
Well, it just turned around, that's all. Just working off a different table.
Oh, you just reversed it? It does look better that way.
Mm-hmm.
Your setup, Scott, looks better that direction.
Oh, well, I'm trying to set up a studio in here so I can actually do some videos.
Let's see if I mute for a second.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Is the audio any better?
No, it's still doing the same thing. It wasn't at first, but when your second person jumped in.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll hop off. I don't want to mess up the stream.
Just hold. Yeah, mute your mic for a second and see what happens.
Mute it. Okay, hang on.
Just see what happens.
Can you still hear us?
There's still an echo, isn't there?
Let's see.
Yep.
Still. Well, it's all right. I'm gonna stop the live, but we'll still hang out here because I was gonna stop it at midnight anyways. So that way the echo will be gone and we can just chat anyways. Because I was gonna close it down at midnight. So thanks everybody for showing up tonight. If you guys want to say bye, say bye.
See you guys.
Bye. Bye. All right.
All right, I'm muted so I could say goodnight.
Yep.
Echo.